WESS. Hand and Dough, episode 34. Here we go.
Brought it to you first, that make it exclusive. It's for members only, you're probably not included. First watch finest, I only hang with shooters. I pop out with this cannon, then we gon' make a movie. I come through a gang on them and bang on them. Hanging out the window and put that flame on them. Anybody get these bullets ain't got names on them. Would you like to subscribe, then hit the play button? Yeah.
Yo. We are here. WESS. Hand and Dough, episode 34. What we talking about, though? Huh? Shout out to everybody rocking with that boy pulling up. You know what I'm talking about? On the phone with me, LL, on the way. Levi Cortez had out. He said, on the way. Oh, is that JAQ? I'm out of here. What y'all talking about? Shout out to y'all, man. Everybody rock with the boy. Like the video on your way in. Please share, subscribe to the channel. If it's your first time here, you heard me. Because over here, we don't Jersey, and we are here. Episode 34, what it is. Shout out to y'all. Hope y'all got a blunt twisted up, man. Hope y'all got y'all a drink or whatever y'all do. I hope you, if you don't do nothing, hope you're sitting there just tuned in. Yeah. Shout out to y'all. We're going to talk to JAQ today, man. Mr. Viral himself. I seen clips of this guy everywhere before I even knew who he was and then who he messed with. I'm like, oh, you with Bad News Brand? It all just kind of flowed. Yeah. It's kind of crazy, man. Shout out to everybody rocking with their boy, everybody here, you know what I'm saying? Do me a favor, though. Like the video, man, you know what I'm saying? Convo with K is in the building. Is that what? The Queen Convo with K is here? That's fire. Shout out to her. Make sure y'all subscribe to her channel, rock it on Instagram and everywhere else. But like the video, 6 folks, should be 6 likes. You know what I'm saying? If you feeling it, just share the broadcast. We about to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk to JAQ and we're going to give our, Summer Madness is here. Huh? It ain't coming. It's here. This weekend, Summer Madness 13. We got to break this down all the way officially. Honest predictions today. Y'all getting the honest predictions today. You know what I'm talking about? Of every single battle on the card. And they added Ace and Rum along with Diz versus Real Sick. Y'all ready to start the show? If not, here we go. Hey, yo. Yo, can you hear me? Hold on, we might be having technical difficulties. Hold up 1 second. Yo. Maybe you got to click out and come back in. Maybe you got to click out and come back in. Yo, JAQ. Can you hear me now? I feel like I hear him in the microphone, but I can't hear him. He ain't saying nothing. I don't know if he can hear me. I don't know what's going on. Bad News Brown. Text your boy, tell him to click out and come back in. You know what I'm talking about? Type shit. Because we can't hear him. And he's not hearing me. But I feel like I hear him breathing. Sound kind of crazy, but yeah. I heard him laugh. Hold up, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. Yeah.
What up, man? Jack.
Shit.
Oh, you heard me this whole time talking to myself?
Oh, I didn't know that was my fault. See?
Huh?
I said my bad. I didn't realize that I was like up in this joint.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I thought we would have, I thought you was about to, come on, Cam. You doing this audio?
Yeah, I was doing audio. I'm kind of doing two things at once, and I don't want to feel like I'm not paying attention. Um, but yeah, I just text Jack for you to tell him to come back in.
Oh, this Bad News Brown. God
This is
damn it! I
bad as
thought this was
well. Yeah.
Jack.
No, absolutely not. I
I'm
just
like,
text
oh, what
Jack
up,
for
dog?
you.
What the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? All right, now I'm here. Bad News Brown. You are Jack's manager?
For now, until we can find something else that makes a little bit more sense. But yes, for right now, yes.
Okay. Shout out to Bad News Brown out here running leagues, managing and doing things. I see you out here. Hey, Miss Peggy Ward is in the building. Shout out Miss Peggy Ward in the building. Bad News Brown, man. Hey, was you his manager before he went viral?
Yeah.
Damn. How many clients do you have, Mr. Bad News?
Jesus. Unofficially, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. That's fire, dog. That's fire.
I
And
kind
how
of
did you meet Jack?
so I met Jack like 3 years ago at a shot fired event actually. I forget which one, but I think it was Next versus Shockwave. I met him at, and we just got to talking, and at that point, CRS had folded as a league. It was on its way to folding as a league. The person who was booking for it stopped booking for it, and CRS is like a multi-brand, right? Like they're in the 420 space, podcasting space, promoter space. She runs different types of events. She does stuff for kids. You know what I mean? So like, the Battle League is literally an extension of the CRS brand, and at that point, she had licensed it out to someone who was hosting battles, and um, it just kind of fizzled out to where that person got burnt out on booking battles or whatever have you. And she always remained active on the scene. Took a little 3 year hiatus, you know what I mean, and then her and I met, and I was ready to move into the space of being a booker from being a media chief, and it just the business made sense. Our ability to work together made a lot of sense. So we just joined forces, and now we're going on to our 5th event here, October 7th.
Hey, that's fire, dog. That's fire. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? And for everybody that's just tuning in, we waiting on Jack to pull up. He was on his way home. You know what I'm saying? And he'll be here in a minute. This is Bad News Brown, Jack's manager. In case y'all didn't know, CRS Battle League owner. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yeah. It's going down like that. And we are here tuned in. We chop it up. We just found out how Bad News Brown met Jack and they became, business partners. So that's fire. You know what I'm saying? Bad News Brown, you got an event coming up in October.
Oh, Rooftop Series Volume 3. Outside and upstairs, filmed in Los Angeles. I cannot wait.
Outside in Los Angeles, Volume 3. I was on Volume, which one, News?
You were on Volume 1, the inaugural volume.
I was on Volume 1.
The
Now I'm on
inaugural
Volume
volume.
3 for 3 rounds.
Me and Bumpy have made a lot of history for you guys who don't know. I was Bumpy's first battle ever in person.
Hey, Bad News Brown was my very first live battle. If you haven't seen it, you might want to go check that out. We definitely went to war, but you want to go check that out if you
Definitely do.
haven't seen it. I mean, all my folks I feel like here should have seen it, but just in case you haven't, Bumpy Barber's Bad News Brown, go check that out. You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
good one. First media versus media battle ever in the history of Hitless Battle League.
Hey, you know what, Bad News Brown? I don't like the media title. I'm not going to lie, man. I feel like it's putting a damper, and now they looking at me different, you know what I'm saying, for the bookings and everything. It's like, you know what I mean? I felt like I was just a battler with a channel, but, next thing you know, I'm interviewing this shit. Next thing you know, West Coast media, oh, we need that. We need that. What they will, and I'm doing it now, fucking media, and now they looking at me different. Fuck y'all. Battle rap motherfuckers. I came here to bless y'all with bars. Piece of shit. Hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and count that.
Oh my God, yeah.
So, because I did the interviews and I was there at the events and I was covering everything and everybody like that. Now I'm media, so you know what I'm saying? I got to be looked at as that and as such, but not the way I be whooping y'all niggas ass. See, it's different. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? You can't call me that because, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all had to, like, cheat me just to get me out of the tournament. Like,
oh, man. Talk about it. Talk about it.
I'm just saying, they had to line me up to get me out of there. That's all it was, B. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really a big thing. I'm like, I ain't tripping because, they're going to push who they want to push. But I'm just saying, as far as me, don't look at me like a media battler when you see me rocking the room every battle, even that one, when y'all was trying y'all hardest not to react to you, nigga. But it's all
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's talk about it. Talk about it.
Wait, y'all gonna find out what it's about on October 22nd versus KO on the roof, though.
No
way. KO is one of them ones, you know what I'm saying? I see y'all, I read the comments. Niggas love KO. They rock with KO. So, yeah, me and KO finna go to war.
It's about to happen. You and KO.
Yeah, this really about to happen. And that's why I made sure it was 3 rounds, Bad News. We not giving no halfway, but, nigga, 3 rounds. Somebody got to lose.
Yeah, some loser has to jump. I mean, this is how this works.
And I ain't jumped yet. Bad News. I didn't jump volume 1, did I?
You didn't jump volume 1. It's true.
Yeah. I threw a nigga off, though, but it's all good. And I'm going to do the same thing come October 22nd, but it's going to be a nice battle, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to be a battle to where I'm the nigga staying on the roof. Just remember that.
Man.
Shout out to y'all. We're waiting on JAQ to pull up, man. I'm just saying we waiting on JAQ. We waiting on JAQ, which is Bad News Brown's client, who we met on Shots Fired Battle League. And next thing you know, they do a business together. Now JAQ has a viral clip at like how many views, Bad News?
Close to 9 million total.
9 million views?
Close to 9 million total.
JAQ has a viral clip going around, so I'm pretty sure most of you battle rap fans have seen it. If you're in the battle rap algorithm, I don't know how you ain't seen it. I've seen it on Instagram, Twitter. I'm not on Facebook, but YouTube. You've seen the clip everywhere. I've seen it on all platforms, so I'm pretty sure all y'all seen it. 9 million views. Breaking down Fate's name.
Crazy.
Breakdown was crazy. I was like, oh shit. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, he's still going.
Shout out to my boy Levi's Lens. Follow him on social media platforms. Levi is one of the in-house videographers for Ruin Your Day. He's actually the guy who made the clip for us.
He actually what?
He's actually the guy who produced the clip.
Oh, that's fire. Hey, that clip right there. Man, and 9 million views later, Levi, you got a whole new brand. And guess what? The price went up, Levi. Charge them niggas. The price went up, Levi.
Get him.
Yeah, that's how we feel around here. But, I'm from a place where I used to only wear Levi's. You know what I'm saying? Dickies and Levi's are my only disguise. That's a real talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Like 501s, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I still go and get them motherfuckers right now. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at you.
Too. Oh, okay, Levi. That's right. Keep going, man. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Go get your motherfucking money, man. Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what? Hey, I tell you this, Bad News Brown. I fuck with you, right? But this late JAQ shit, when he said 7 o'clock is good for me, motherfucker.
Yeah. He just texted me, said he's pulling up any minute now.
14 minutes, JAQ.
Yeah.
I know you break down Fate's name, but Fate is right here. Your Fate was right here when the flyer was made. You motherfucker.
Yeah, you should be joining us any minute.
I had to talk some shit. Next thing you know, here we go. Mother JAQ.
Sorry, man. I got a little caught up. My bad.
How you feeling, man? Goddamn, welcome to the show.
What up, man? I'm feeling great. I went and I celebrated a little bit. Had some dinner with my girl. We left a little later, so my bad. Hate traffic, all that stuff, and had to figure this shit out too. So my bad.
Hey man, dinner with your girl. I'm never trying to get in the way of that. You know what I'm talking about? There was priceless moments that you don't get them back. Shout out to you. How you feeling today, man?
Dude, I'm feeling ecstatic, man. It's been a whirlwind of fucking just shit going on. So I can cuss, right? Sorry.
No, do your thing, brother. You free here.
All right, cool. Yeah, just a lot of like crazy shit's been going on over the past week, and I was just an hour ago, Disaster, messaged me on Instagram and followed me. So it's just the accolades keep stacking up in ways. So I'm feeling absolutely fantastic today.
Hey, I just talked to Bad News Brown. He said 9 million views, player. The price just went up.
Up.
Yeah. They got to break bread or fake dead. That's one of the other.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah, write that down. You know what I'm saying? You can keep that, my brother. Hey, Jack, shout out to you, man. I've seen the clips of you on 3 different platforms before I even knew who you were, and you were connected to my guy right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. I seen you on all 3 platforms. I was like, damn. And I listened to your work because a few people that that I fuck with, that just regular people that know that I in battle rap, they always send me clips of people, you know what I'm saying, just to, here's some battle stuff, just because they know I'm in battle rap, you know what I'm saying? So your clip got sent to me like 3 times. Everybody was talking about it. I'm like, oh, it's kind of fire. Then I seen it everywhere. I'm like, oh.
That's who that is.
Did you know when you wrote that verse or when you wrote that segment that it was going to do this?
Not at all, bro. Like, when I wrote it, I mean, shit, it's been out for like 5 or 6 months now, the battle. So, and this has only been happening for 2 weeks. This is not like even that specific segment. I keep questioning this too. Like, who, like, who thought that this? Like, why is everyone thinking this particular segment? Like, how? Why? It's a trip, man. I couldn't have expected more of this. It's wild.
Okay. Hey, before you go on, shout out to Miss Peggy Ward, A-Ward's mom. She said, how do I follow JAQ?
Let me get up the thing. So buy me on Instagram, JAQ _. Twitter, JAQ with a Q _. I'm more on Instagram and Twitter than I am anything. TikTok, Hippie Jack. Facebook, Jack, because you ain't know no other.
You ain't know no other. All right, there we go right there. Hey, Jack, tell us, man, how long you been in battle rap and what made you jump into battle rap?
6.5 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. 6.5, 6 and 5 months, whatever, but 6 years for sure. And I just put out actually an interview, so this answer is perfect. Shout out to my boy Levi for filming that.
Levi in the building.
Yeah, hell yeah. He asked the same question more or less, and I jumped in pretty much because I was a lifelong performer of music, or at that point, 10 plus years I knew music, did marching band, all that stuff, and performance arts. And then I started going to battles with my brother. I started seeing him do it, and I thought, I want to do this. I knew how to rap already. I'd been doing it on the beat for a while, so I figured it would translate, and with the performance, I could just kind of put the thing together, and then, now I'm here.
Hey, I like that. Fate, was that your, all right, this, like, you've been here 6.5 years. That's crazy, because, I would have never known that. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
That's fire. You know what I'm saying? 6.5 years is a long time. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, where you from, Jack?
I am from the Inland Empire, currently stationed in the Dino. I've been here for like probably 10, 11 years now.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I've been all around the Inland Empire, very specifically. SoCal, for any viewers out there that don't know where that's at.
Right.
Yeah, I just stay out here, just do my thing, travel.
That's fire, man. Shout out to you, man, because it shows you, like, you stay down, stay committed. You never know what's going to be your moment, but
that's actually kind of like, it's trippy, man. Because newsers know me now for a couple years, and anybody I talk to and I spar with them, I tend to tell them this stuff. It's just like, I don't even know what I'm doing this for, but I kept doing it. Like, discouragement is one thing, but just like not even knowing why I'm doing it outside of I love to do it, and I'd like to make dope products every time and rap a lot, and then this happens. So now it's like showing me all the work that I did, like that feeling or whatever. It's okay, I have to keep doing this, whatever it is, battle rap, writing, music, whatever.
You do music also?
I haven't in a couple of years. I stopped really when I started battling. I used to record like on my computer with my brother and stuff. We'd use Reason and Audacity, and just kind of like, we got like upward of probably like 400 beats made on that thing somewhere.
Okay. Yeah.
Not all of them good, but experimental, some of them, but some of them slap pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's fire. Hey,
Yeah.
you never know what inspires you to go to something different, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't
Yeah.
even know, I was dropping music for a minute. I didn't even know about battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I found out about this shit late in my guy. Like, if I'd have found out about that shit when I was young, I'd have been beating the shit. I'd have beat the shit out of all y'all by now. I'd probably be number one, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'd beat the shit out of Tay-Rock and all these number one niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't find out till late. So I feel you, man. You know what I'm saying? It happens how it happens. But you got your moment. Now, your job right now is to take advantage of this moment. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm here, man. I'm taking advantage of any and anything. You know, and this is no slight to you or anything, but when I was telling people about this interview, trying to get them to make sure they come watch, they just didn't know about the channel, and they were like, "Yo, you got to go bigger." And I'm like, "No, I think I got to stick to everything that I know right now, and I kind of keep going forward in that way, man. Because who knows? This today, Breakfast Club tomorrow. Who the fuck knows at this point? I don't even know."
Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm a small channel. I'm not afraid to say I'm a small channel, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't even be on this motherfucker every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
no,
I do my shows most likely consistently. I do my blogs, but you know what I'm saying? I tell you one thing. I've had the goats on this motherfucker before.
I've seen that, bro. I was looking through your 6,000 subscribers. Ain't no joke on YouTube for sure. And I was looking through your channel and stuff like that, and like seeing the interviews that you get, and I'm just like, whoa, all right, this guy's.
I've had the goats. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the West. Like I've had them on here. You know what I'm saying? I've interviewed nigga Mount Rushmore niggas, all that. So I'm not really tripping off the numbers, and I'm just having fun with it and trying to make sure the people that I bring on here get what they get out of this to help push them forward. That's what I'm using it for. You get what I'm saying?
No, honestly, man, and it feels a lot more for the culture in that way when it's like, if you're tapped in, then you know what's going on, and clearly enough people. For me, enough people. I'm tapped in now for sure, more than I ever was. I'm very much like I don't know what the hell's going on around me a lot of the time. Especially the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, hey, a lot happened in 2 weeks, man. You know when, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure your phone blowing up, DM blowing up, like, you know what I mean? Like,
bro, I had to turn off my notifications, man. That shit got crazy.
Wildest 2 weeks ever. Wildest 2 weeks I've ever experienced.
Facts. Hey, it's still going.
And it's not gonna stop right now. And just so you know, in case they ain't told you, keep promoting the shit out that link. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell all your friends to share it again right now. Like, break that motherfucker with that link. Get as many views you can. Like, push that link right there, right now, dog. You know what I mean?
I think last time I checked in, here I can get on my computer. Last time I checked in, it was at like 4.7 or 4.8, I think.
No, you had 9.
Oh, so that's just on yours. You and Levi each
altogether.
You and Levi each have over 4.5 million on your respective pages, and then there's a TikTok page that had like 1.8 million.
Yeah.
So it's closer to 10 really when you do that math. And then there's some pages that have like 200,000-300,000 that I've seen. Huh. Saw a page that had like 450,000 views on it.
Yeah, it's showing up everywhere. You said you saw it on YouTube. Somebody put it on their reel or what?
It was. I mean, you know when you scrolling and then first I seen that somebody DM'd it to me on Instagram. They like, bing, you know what I'm saying? Check this out, and that's when I checked it out. Like, oh shit! And the next thing you know, I was watching it. I seen it on 3 different platforms. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. And then next thing you know, Bad News Brown in the inbox, like, I'm trying to hook you up with an interview with JAQ. Well, we went viral. I'm like, I just seen this motherfucker.
Yeah. I'll tell you something funny that just happened like 2 hours ago. I mean, it didn't just slip my mind, I guess. I went to this like local Mexican spot to go grab some food. I'm sitting there eating, and it's this couple that like walks in and they're staring at like the menu that they have up front. And so they order and they're like waiting for their food. And the lady was like, the girl was like, I know you. You're on that clip of the guy rapping. I was just like, what? Like,
hey.
They don't even know your name, but they recognize your face. It's crazy.
Hey, because the people in the clip was reacting. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, JAQ, you had different people. It wasn't just one person. You had like goddamn BF reacting. You had who else? It was like 3-4 people they showed in the clip like tripping. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah, for real. No, and shout out Levi for his the clipping he does on that. He's got good work for real. Like the way that he makes it look like you're a part of the battle, like in that small amount of time too.
Levi did his shit with that clip, man. So shout out to Levi with that one. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm trying to make one of those. You know what I'm saying? Maybe my next battle, but we're gonna talk about it.
I was gonna say, hit him up, bro. He's the guy for it, man.
Yeah, that's fire. So JAQ, I remember you telling me just a few minutes ago, I don't know why I'm doing this shit. I don't know why I'm here. You are here now, my brother.
Facts.
You ain't got no choice. You nigga 10 million views in. You didn't lap like a whole set of battle rappers. You get what I'm saying?
Insanity.
Now, what's the goal now that you've seen yourself go viral? What is your goal right now that you've changed in your mentality as far as going forward and what you want to do in battle rap? What's the focus now, big dog?
Huh. Shit, I don't know if I've actually even given a lot of thought to that question, even for myself. I mean, I've been reassessing goals and knowing I had to step differently now and act differently in ways where, I can't just say yes to a battle for free anymore. I can't just go here and go here. Like there needs to be, because clearly I'm going to bring a lot of traction with me at this point, and clearly I'm good for a viral moment at some point for you, so you're going to want me there. I've been thinking about like my negotiation terms for certain battles. I wrote down a list of goals. I want to make. I mean, I was putting it at a very small number, but like I do this right, bro, I could be a millionaire by this time next year. And this is just off of this thing, bro. And that they say dream big, but I feel like this is also plausible at this point with what's going on. Like,
no, you right, dog. Like it ain't just the battle rap you focused on right now. It's your brand. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Your brand got 10 million views. Everything around you is 10 million views. So that's how you moving. That's how you promoting your, giving them like you there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So take advantage of that. And like you said, you like, man, I can't take a free battle. I can't do this and that. It ain't like that. Everything got to make sense now. And then your next battle, that's the one now, because now they're going to see what you followed that with. You get what I'm saying? So go to work with that. But tell us this. What's the battle that, or the battle rapper that you like, I say look up to, or the battle that made you watch battle rap more? What battle or battle rapper inspired you to go in more on this, or was it even one of those?
It was at the beginning. It was Fresco. I was really into Fresco's like material. I was very much into his his rapping style. I liked his battles a lot. I watched him versus Thesaurus a lot, that third round specifically, and just wanting to kind of have that, not that moment, but like I want to create that, So like, and then the conversations with my brother, and then just being like, no, I think I can make this happen, and and then I make something happen. I'm like, okay, I can definitely keep doing this, and then go from there. And then as I've gotten more into the culture over the years and learning and researching, doing my homework and stuff, I've come across a lot of crazy names that like Frack is a crazy name,
crazy names. But right now, woof. Hey, you might can get that Frack battle right now.
Who knows, man? I'm fingers crossed, bro.
Bad news. Go do your talking, B.
We out here shopping things. Lord, there's a lot of opportunities come on the table over the last 2 weeks. We got a lot.
I feel like, oh my God, him breaking down Frack's name. I would love to hear that shit.
Frack is, dude, that would be crazy. I didn't even actually. And see, that's the thing. People are gonna want the acronym thing now from me. Maybe that's something I'll try to do more often. But that's what's crazy is this was the first time I'd ever done an acronym, and I watched him versus Bobby Rex. Shout out Bobby Rex. I watched him do it, and I had like a visceral reaction to it when I saw it. Like I was laughing, I was cheering for it. Like I had oh man, I got to do something like this, and it had to be against Fate. And I was watching it and thinking, no, man, I could do this, but better. And I did it, but better. So that was like the inspiration it really came from.
And you did that versus a formidable name. Like Fate is literally one of those ones. Like if you can do that to a Fate, that's nothing to be, frowned upon.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate
that's really
that.
On fire. So it's like, you can see Fate face. You can see Fate face in that clip. He was like,
Talk. Tell him, bro.
He had that look like, motherfucker, how'd I get in this shit? You know what I'm saying?
And I didn't expect that either, because when you watch the whole battle, right, the first round happens and I do pretty good. I have to go first. Second round, or first round, part two, he goes and he has a stumble and it kind of throws off his momentum. So I'm going into the second clearly winning. And then the second ends up happening where it just blows up, and so he's like, you could tell he's like reeling to be like, I don't know what his thoughts are. I never asked him, but like you could tell he's like, no, fuck that. I'm not about to go out like this. So then he has arguably the other best round of the second round is crazy from both sides.
The second round's insanity.
I'm putting it up there for round of the year for sure. least on the grassroots leagues. Like that has to be round of the year for sure.
And where can they find that battle?
CRS Battle League, YouTube. Check us out.
I want y'all to make sure y'all keep it out there. We want them to keep watching that motherfucker. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Hey,
JAQ versus Fate.
Currently at 15,000 views.
Say it again.
Currently at 15,000 views as of yesterday.
15,000. Hey, everybody that's reacting to that, send that shit to everybody in the comments of all them clips. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Make sure all of them get to see that shit and share it. You know, that's how you gonna make it go up. You gotta promote the shit out of it because that's fire,
man. It's a
man.
machine. I could tattoo. Yeah, see, Fate had really good quotables in it. I get the moment out of this, but he had a great bar in there about talking about the pen is a machine. I could tattoo. He's got a lot of stuff in that. Like, he said, I'm Kobe, JAQ, and you up here getting shredded against a great. For me, in my head, I'm just like, that's such smart writing, bro. There's like, he has a lot of gems in that stuff. And I know that he's probably he's just hearing it from he was telling me that people were going onto his page and on his stuff and be like, yo, JAQ watched you. And he's just catching strays left and right. So we want to make sure we get Fate his just dues, bro. It's been crazy.
Hey, man. Fate is my dog. Give Fate his just due, man. We wore in that battle. You know what I'm saying? A clip is a clip. It goes viral, and it makes shit look different. It is what it is, but you got to just take that with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's what comes with the territory, bro.
It hit. Facts.
And no one could have seen this coming either. That's the other thing. So it's like, I'm sorry.
No one saw it coming.
I'm sorry, man.
I still remember when this was a conversation last September between me and JAQ. Just the battle itself. It's crazy.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Bad News Brown, you set that up, huh?
Well, we kind of had trajectory, right? Because the two faces of our league are drastically different as far as like where they're at this point.
You went low. We can't hear you. Say it again.
I said, two faces of our league are in drastically different positions as far as like where they are in battle rap, right? Like Shy Dog is that dude who's been around, right? Like he's battled Danny Myers, Daylight, Chef Trez, Young Cannon, Next, to name a few, right? JAQ is in this space where it's like, perceivably to the audience, he's still climbing that hill to get to the next step. Not really changing. But
we can't really hear you, News. I don't know what happened. You was loud, then it went out.
Yeah, it's a little quiet. I heard you saying.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
There we go.
All right, cool. It was the headphones. The two faces of our league when we first came back are just in drastically different places, right? You have Shy Dog, who's battled Daylight, Danny Myers, Young Cannon, Next, Chef Trez. And this is just some of the people on his resume. Not to mention the Dre Viciouses and these guys. So for Shy's so much more of a commodity right now, right? Like less is more with him. It's about him having these big commodity battles because that's just kind of where he is right now. You know what I mean? Like the days of him going to war 20 times a year, he did that for years. So for him, it's a little different. Now for JAQ is perceivably to the audience until all this happened, still trying to climb that hill to get to the next step for him, right? To get over, so to speak. And we felt like when we came back, let's highlight Shy the first two. Let's have JAQ be the co-main event. And then on the third one, let's flip it. If JAQ does well against Billy Boondocks, we'll flip it and we'll get him, we had some ideas for some battles, but I just felt like Fate was the toughest one. And JAQ and I just both kind of looked at it and was like, well, let's take on the biggest challenge,
Yeah, pretty much. And I approached News too because he asked me for a list of them. And Fate's been somebody I've been wanting to battle for at least 2 years, 2.5 years up to that point.
That's fire then.
Yeah, it made it happen. I even say in the battle, you can say it's corny, but it makes sense for the message of what I was doing in the battle. But it's a destiny thing. It felt like it needed to happen. And, just him being demons and like me being homies, like real homies with Drix and and Next and all the demons and Dev and all that stuff. We were just always around each other. We would joke around and shit and be like, oh man, I just wrote the craziest Fate flip or the craziest JAQ flip. And it's like, I'd be like, I'm gonna battle you one day, bro. And then, then we make it happen. And I was just ecstatic that I get to battle against somebody who clearly I feel like I'm at least at their level, even though they have the accolades to show way beyond where I'm at. I feel like I can at least be in that realm with him. And so that was going into that, like I wanted that battle for that reason. Then going into it, I had to make that apparent.
You showed you was in his realm, man. You went pen for pen with him. He's a pen guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he writes. and he knows how to get deep into that ink, boy. That shit is different. You know what I'm saying? Fate is in a different bag right now. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been watching Fate get better and better like every single battle. You get what I'm saying? So
when he gets going, it's no joke.
Yeah, that's a fact. So shout out to you for getting there and going pen for pen with him. Tell me this, man. What's your writing element? Like, what do you like to be? Like right now, it look like you in like a red room by yourself, and you probably writing that motherfucker with motherfucking blood coming down the walls. You know what I'm saying? What's your writing element that gets you in your bag, man?
I'll do something like this, you know.
You getting ready for the blue room, are you?
Woo!
There you go. JAQ on the blue room.
Wing, where you at, Wing?
Shout out to Wing from RBE.
Yeah. Get him on there. You ready? You write in the blue room?
I do write in the blue room sometimes, man. I'll write. Let's see. We got the red room, I think. I'll do the red room every now and again. That one's tougher to see.
That's more of my style.
See, I got the green every now and again.
Everybody need that.
We'll do a little yellow, but it kind of just varies. You know, I'll throw that.
I stay away from them type of niggas.
we don't do pink. We don't do none of the weird colors. But typically, I'll just throw this on. I'll throw on I mean, honestly, I don't listen to a lot of like instrumentals when I write. I listen to weird shit. You know, things that aren't rap related or anything. Typically, like techno or D&B, because it drowns out my thoughts, and I'll just sit here and I'll read, I'll research, and I'll write, and I'll just continue, just go through it for hours sometimes.
Hey, he said he listens to D&D and techno to get in his bag. I've never heard that. That's different. That's different right there. I've heard so many different elements and different places and stuff. I ain't never heard D&D and techno. That's fire. See, you got to watch out for people like JAQ. That's why he spelled his name with a Q. Y'all better be careful.
There we go.
Let's go, baby. Hey. Woo. Hey, nigga, techno? I ain't running around.
It's different, bro. It's like those jungle beats where you're at a rave and shit, and it's like I drown out in it, man. And I sit. One of my actually, I'll give you this one. One of the biggest muses that I use to write is you ever play Bomberman back on the N64?
Nah, I wasn't a big gamer.
Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah. So
I only played Madden and motherfucking and NBA Live. That shows you how long I went back. Not even 2K. NBA Live, dog.
NBA Live is a throwback. That's wild.
That's how far back I go. I stopped after 99, my brother.
That's fire. All right, bet. Well, so now I get where we're working with. N64 had a Bomberman game called Bomberman Hero, and like this is something I just discovered in the past couple years. But you could look up all the soundtracks on YouTube from your favorite video games, and they're all there. And so I pulled up the Bomberman Hero original soundtrack, and it's like 45, 50 minutes or something like that. And I'll sit there and I'll do a session where I just write through that, And it's kind of like a religious thing at this point where I do it every battle, where I at least write one session where I write out and I throw that on and I go through it, just because then I know beginning to end, where it starts, where it stops, like how I start to feel, and then I could throw it into something else, and then the mood changes. But typically, it's like anything and everything I can get.
That's fire, dog. Hey, I love it, man. I love hearing different ways of getting your zone, because you never know. Everybody got different mentality. You don't know how people get in their little bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fire right there. Like, I would have never expected to hear that. So I love hearing stuff I don't expect to hear. Shout out to JAQ, who's here, and 10 million views later. Y'all need to tap in, subscribe, and follow the boy. JAQ with an _ all platforms. Go watch the battle. JAQ vs. Fate out now. CRS Battle League. Stop playing. The man is here.
Let's go.
JAQ, man, who is your dream battle, man, and what stage would you want it on?
I don't know if I got a dream battle, bro. I mean, shit, Iron Solomon posted on my clip the other day. He just said it was dope. But I mean, that's something that now in my head, like, here's the thing, man. Like, before this all started, before I would watch battles with my brother, and I'd be like, hey, so when are you gonna battle Disaster? Just because he was writing and stuff, and he's like, oh, I don't really work like that, and I didn't get that, So, and then going through it, I finally understood. Oh yeah, it doesn't really work like that. You don't just get to battle and be good, and then get to battle Disaster. When something like this happens, who knows, man? The sky's the limit in that way. I'm not saying I want to battle Disaster, but like Iron Solomon, shoot, any of these names. Rum Nitty's like my favorite battler of all time. If I ever got to battle him on some just I don't even know what I do, but I would try my fucking hardest, man. Like
Yeah.
these names just they could happen, and who knows?
That's facts, man. Them was good names too, and that's crazy. Like you gonna have
Dunch,
to really
for
go
sure.
to war. Iron Solomon, yeah, you got to go to war. Rum Nitty, you named some killers, so you for sure. You know what I'm saying? Bad news, you got some talking to do, motherfucker. You know that, right?
It's all I've been doing for 2 weeks. It's the best.
Hey, and you just getting started, my brother. So don't even get tired, Jake. Cause you might as well you gotta have a whole lot more energy because this man just sent you on a mission. Yeah,
It doesn't suck.
Get your shit packed, man. We going on an adventure, bro. That's really
you going on an adventure, man. Manager at work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's fine, that's
get
fine.
in, loser. We're becoming famous, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Hey, man, all you got to do is keep going and build off what you're doing. I guarantee you're going to be, you know, the one that's bad news going to be like, damn, I didn't expect this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep him on that level.
He's going to be like my Bieber. It's great.
Yeah. The Bieber to your Usher, bro. Let's go. Shout out Keke Palmer.
Bieber show that boy got everybody rich around him. You know what I'm saying? So shout out JAQ for that one, though.
Yeah,
JAQ,
and that's the coolest thing I think about this is there's a lot of residual like kind of stuff to this. You know, like Bad News getting all these calls, Fate getting followers, Levi getting followers. I don't even know the extent to which it reaches. I would hope places like UBR or iBattle, the places I battled, the people I battled, because, you know, some of my battles have gone up too. All right, there's one. I battled Soto on Shots Fired, and that battle went from, it's sat at like 680 views. It's at like 2.1K now. So, you know, there's just residuals to that. And, you know, now Soto's getting a little bit of the shine that he probably deserves too. And, you know, I don't know, it goes down, whatever the term is for that. The energy transfers.
It does. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you can really ask for in a battle, man. Like what you did is what you can ask for in a battle, like that you really want, like to capitalize off of it, regardless of what happened. Like the viral views is gonna get you attention and people looking, and that's where you know what I mean, that's where it's all at.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
It don't get no better than that, man. What leagues are you about? Trying to touch every league? You trying to get to a certain league? How you trying to do this? How you trying to make your next approach, man? Because look, you don't know who's looking, what's going on, and I'm pretty sure once you start going to work on one league, they're gonna try to snatch you up, man. Where you trying to go, or do you want to touch them all?
I mean, shit, if I could, man, yeah, from all the way from Premiere or Don't Flop or whatever they're doing over there now, all the way to here with you know, iBattle I've been on, but I'd love to be back on that again. And RBE, Gates of the Garden would be dope. You keep going. I'm UBR I love, so I'm just going to shout them out. I'd love to be back on the Riot, you know, those kinds of things.
Who you battled on the Riot?
I battled 3 times on the Riot. So I battled 4 times, actually. 2 of them haven't dropped, which is okay. But I battled somebody named T-Buck a while back on there and had arguably performance of the night that night. I battled K Philosophy on there. Definitely not my best battle. He won that battle, and I can say that outright. But it's a good battle to watch still. I battled Ron Compton, which was a interesting story of how that one even got set up and how it got
crazy. That's a good battle.
It was fire, man. I had a good time with that one. And then I battled somebody else. His name's Profane, another Mafia member over there.
I know who Profane is too.
Yeah. So I battled him. I had a crazy ass moment with that battle like 2 years ago. So the Ron Compton and the Profane one never dropped, unfortunately.
Yeah, we need those.
Tell them.
Yeah, we need those.
I've been telling them for
KP,
years.
what's up? Drop them, baby.
The Riot.
Great time.
KP, what up? KP, my guy. Could you come bearing some more gifts for us?
Yeah.
Yeah. We need Ron Compton and Profane. Shout out to them, though. You know what I'm saying? So that's fire, though, man. You've been on a few leagues already, man. JAQ, man, all you got to do is capitalize, man. You kind of set, man. They know who you are around this thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
exactly. And then, you know, we talk even the bigger leagues, RBE, KOTD, URL. Who knows? You know, anything could be. Sky's the limit at this point.
Have you been in a Crucible or intake yet?
No, I never got scouted. People have told me I'm not. They probably don't think it like my lane is for URL, so that's probably why I haven't been scouted, which is fine if they see it that way. If I end up in talks with somebody to be on the URL, then that's great too, because I'm not. I've never planned for any of this to happen, you know. So this is I'm
Yeah.
just kind of going with it. But I just know if I get that call, I'm gonna do something different to make it like to shut everybody up, to prove them wrong, but also to show I can do it as well.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of crossover opportunity right now. Like a lot of stuff that is entertainment
You
slash
like you
battle
almost
rap.
said some leagues and messed up. You about to say
You
some
know,
leagues, some bad news.
you can use your imagination, but yeah, we're getting a lot of crossover opportunities tossed this way, which is kind of making us look at his booking now as becoming a bit more unique. You know, it's like you go from just booking them battle rappers of different tiers based on where they're at to now saying, oh, geez, you have a chance to battle this guy who is over there on that platform that's got 1.5 million views and has nothing to do with battle rap. Okay, interesting. That's a nice opportunity. So it's like we're getting a lot of those. We're just kind of taking it as it comes. You know what I mean? Again, like Jack said, I had to tell him something funny yesterday. I was like, I remember the day he told me it started going viral. My initial reaction was, well, that's great. You know what I mean? And then after that, it was kind of like, as the days would come, I started to realize, oh shit, I'm a part of this with him. So I kind of have to, you're not a spring chicken anymore. I have to kick my shit in gear and get on these phones and be in these inboxes and things like that to make sure that we capitalize on everyone knowing that there's opportunity to work with him,
Capitalize, bad news, and look for the genre that, you know what I mean? Like, don't just do what you do and put him where he needs to be. That's all it is. You got this. That's what you do, B. You've been doing this already for a long. You know where to be. You've been doing it. Put him where he needs to be. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. RBE has a spot for him somewhere. KOTD got a spot. iBattle got a spot. URL got Anderson Burris. He got a spot somewhere.
I talked to him, man.
That's all I'm saying.
I battle Anderson Burris too. I really like what he does. I think he's a formidable opponent for sure. That he's clever. He's smart. And I guess you could put it in this section of all white rappers, but I think it's more sarcastic rappers. It's people with like that wittiness to them that they tend to have. I've definitely like Dunch is another one. Pat Stay, long live the GOAT, right? He's another one who has
Pat Stay.
Facts. People like that who do that kind of Anderson Burris, right? They're all kind of lumped in that idea of being sarcastic but having bars with it, having personality that goes beyond just that. And I'm not the most perfect battler, but I definitely try to figure those things out. So like, being on URL, if that's the case, I just got to learn how to do what it is I got to do to be there.
Bad News Brown, reach out to Anderson Burris, get him over to CRS.
Get Anderson Burris over on CRS? That would be crazy.
Right now, go do your thing, man. Reach out to him right now. That's a battle. Because, see, Anderson Burris got fire promo, which be going viral.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? The talk going to be different between both of them.
Yeah.
It ain't like he's, like, out of range.
It's a possibility.
He's definitely...
And he's looked at by a lot of people. He shoots video. He does a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's one of the content producers for URL as well. Yeah, so it's not a bad idea. I'm actually glad you brought that up. I'll put it in my notes.
Put it in your notes, my brother. That's what I'm here for. That's what we do.
That's a light bulb right there,
we ain't gonna stop this shit. What you thought was going on, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey. We gonna keep on going because they loving this shit. Talk to them, Jack. Hey, man. Yeah.
We here, man. I posted it on my Instagram. Hopefully people ran over here from there because I'm at like 22,000 followers now. And
hey, Jack, I got 7 people in here. Don't even say that because they ain't came. They ain't came over.
Well, thanks to the 7 people.
It's all good. I'm not worried about nobody pulling up. I'm not even here for that. I thought I was here for numbers a while back, and then I looked and said, you know what? That's not even what I started it for. So I ain't worried about numbers. Promote this shit. Take your clip. We're going to make the best you can push out of your interview here and, get people to watch it, check it out. It's somebody here different that didn't know about you before you pulled up. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I actually, last week before I went to Magnitude, I amidst all the, I think it was at like 2 million views. I had, when it was at 2 million or just breaking 2 million, I had this dude, Knight. His name is Knight. His Instagram is Story of Night or Story by Night. I do apologize, but look up one of those two. And, he takes portraits, he takes photographs of people. And he definitely, he reached out to me and he definitely like made it to where when I put these portraits out, it's going to completely change like how it's gonna just show that like I'm leveling up in ways. And he did that all off the strength and love of like, all right, like I just like capturing people like in the moment and stuff. I don't even ask for nothing, you know. And just if you make it, like shout me out, make me a photographer, whatever. And it's like when you see the pictures, you'll see what I mean, man. They're grade A.
Hey,
that's like just another opportunity, you know, where I'm running with it. And like, this is
yeah.
another one, bro. Like, who knows what it comes of it. I clipped some good stuff from here. You know, we got that interview that we did. We're just clipping things now. Anything could become viral for me at this point, and that's what's crazy to me. It's just opened my eyes up to a lot of different things.
Facts. That's facts. So, and the more you can do that, which is easier said than done, boy, your brand goes through the roof, and they got to pay you what they got to pay you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. And that's what it's all about when it comes down to it for you, popping out, getting the most you can get paid for doing what you do on that stage and going back about your family life and enjoying your life. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying?
It's for that. It's for sure. And I never wanted to be, I never got into this to be paid. You know, my whole thing was, again, to just show I could do it. And, you know, when I was making music, even back when I wanted to like be a rapper in that way and go and, you know, I had this whole thing of I want to go tour up California in a van and just play like, and just do shows at like shitty nightclubs and shitty bars and whatever the hell, and just make it a thing where I make my name known in that way. Because that'd be the coolest thing. And this is kind of in that essence, I guess, in that vein. And I was never even about the money back then. So the fact that that's such a possibility now is insane to me in a way I don't even know how to describe it. You know, I don't even know how to approach it for some people, but I'm learning, but it'll take a minute, but yeah,
hey, it's always a learning process. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to keep learning all the time. You ain't never going to stop doing that. You get what I'm saying? So everything you're doing right now, just take notes and keep bouncing off of it and getting different looks off of it. Like, that's all you got to keep doing. Like, make sure everything counts, and you took advantage of every single piece of that opportunity you could have to make that viral moment count for you. That's all you can do, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and you got a great manager on your team that's rocking with you, and I know he's a solid dude and really, you know what I'm saying, it's about what he stands on it. So you're on your way, player.
Yeah. Shout out Bad News for real, man. I wouldn't be here without him.
I mean, shout out to you. It takes two, man. You know, it takes a village, bro. Like, we never thought any of this was gonna happen, bro. It's the wildest thing ever, but you know, we're blessed. So we step into those blessings and just, you know, maneuver properly. Yeah, that's all you can really do.
What kind of battler are you, JAQ, man? You know how they say you got punchers, schemers, you got the storytellers, anglers, you got all performers. Do you feel like you're a certain one of those, or are you something different, man? What kind of battler is JAQ?
I'm a jack of all trades, man.
Ha! I like that.
I got a little bit of a pen. There's certain parts where I think I do perform it pretty well. I got wittiness. I got punches. You know, I got flows. I got like my rhyming clearly is what it is. I get labeled a lyrical miracle rapper a lot, and I think that's just because I rhyme and like I don't use a lot of big words necessarily, but you know, I just don't structure my things the same way that people do. I like to write in sentences, so when you hear my stuff, it sounds like I'm just saying sentences. Yeah. And you know, that can go over like they're looking for something more, but within those sentences is the more. So, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of like different types of things I do in that way.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, dog. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I think it's kind of better that way than to be known as one thing, because then you got to stick to that and try to be great at the one thing. You know what I'm saying? It's different because you got people who are already the greatest at that thing that they feel like in a lot of eyes. So, you know what I mean? When you can do all different things, I think it all works better out for that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, people describe me, my style or me, I guess, as versatile because you really don't know what bag I'm going to be in that way. You know, you're going to get good rhyming. You're going to get good flow. You're going to get like some jokes in there. You know, I tend to make jokes, have that sarcastic wit to me or whatever in a battle. And so, you know, it's just different bags in that way. People have called me a pen. I can maybe agree with that in that way, which is why I wanted to battle Fate, because it's like, no, I got a pen. I could show I got a pen. And, you know, if I battle someone who's a performer, it's like, no, I could show I'm a performer.
Yeah.
So it all depends, I think, on the opponent more so than, you know, what I'm deciding to do. Because honestly, a lot of the time, people sit around and write bars and they'll come up with stuff. And I'm like, how? Like, you don't have an opponent, you know, and that's because I can write music like that, but I can't write battle bars like that. it's so tailored and specific and direct to who I'm talking to and why I'm doing the things I do. Like, you notice with Fade, I punch more. I punch a lot more. I try to up the punch count, but I also display the pen. So it's like two of those things combined. And then the performance is clean enough for me to where it's just kind of a classic JAQ performance. It's all right there, and, you know, it's going to be that. But, shoot, when I battled, I'm going to bring this one up again, man, because we got to see it. The people need to see it. But me versus Profane, you know, I was in a lot of different bags in that one. I was in a performance bag. I was in a riding bag. I was in a name flip bag. I was in a punching bag, bars. You know, I was like in a lot of different shit like that. So that battle is like another testament too. So I don't know, just depends. You know, whatever battle's coming up, whatever you just see me last do, you might say I'm this.
So you tailor your bars to that opponent every single time.
Yeah, exactly.
The more direct, the more better for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I like battles. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when people win with them bars that just for anybody. Like, come on, dog. I could have said that shit. So what? Nigga, we talking about this nigga. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts,
yeah.
bro. And that's, man, this is no slight to anybody, bro, but I just don't be watching battles like that because it's like, unless I want to be in a mode where I just want to watch somebody, like, and I'll watch an idiot if that's the case, because he's the only person who gets a pass where he could just say whatever and it's hot shit. And I'm like, that's fire. You know, that's my inspiration, whatever. But outside of that, man, if you're not at least telling a story, like, one thing I've definitely learned is, and I'm going to have to do better, but, you know, with the following I can, is promoting my battles so people understand why it matters. So that when I do talk about certain things, they know that, like, oh, I'm not just saying that to say that, you know?
Yeah. That's fire.
I go back and forth on that a lot. Like, what should I say? Why should I be saying it? And all that stuff.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You're on the right path, man. What's next for JAQ, man? What can we look forward to? What are we aiming for? What is the people can think about when they think about seeing that clip and like, okay, I can't wait to see JAQ again. What are we looking forward to? What's next for JAQ?
I don't want to jump the gun, but I want to say it's pretty much confirmed. But I will be doing something with All Def Media.
Okay.
In the next week and a half.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that one's pretty major to me. Just
That's fire.
The big platform, roast me, you know, the classroom roast, all that stuff. I like comedy. Comedy's a big thing for me. But so that's super dope. That's happening. Details to be disclosed at a later time, just because I don't have it all figured out either. But I know something's happening. And then I should be on No Studio, and I think that's going to be happening too. Something similar to this.
Just seen that in the chat. No Studio and conference call Sunday.
Yep. There you go. Conference call. Yeah. So that's on Sunday. Gonna be chilling with Geechee. Shoot, maybe I'll bring up the Profane battle then, bro. We'll see what's up.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, do that. You know what I'm saying? Bring up, man. Make sure they go check it out. Bring up your battle. Make sure they go check it out. No Studio is a nice platform right now. They're doing big numbers. You know what I'm saying? So.
And I'm a big fan of Geechee. I've seen, I saw his rise, his meteoric rise for real. I was going to the Grizzington back when he was just battling like Louisi and stuff like that, and you know, to see where he's at now is crazy. So to be able to talk to him is another a whole another level thing. But it's it also shows I could do this. I'm excited about that one.
Yeah.
And then, I'm looking to try and get a battle locked in coming up. Don't know yet. I'm trying to figure out what the best move is and who the best one is and the bag and if it's right and, you know, all that stuff. If the name's right. Because that's one thing people have been telling me. It's your next name has to be big. And I'm like, okay, does it or can it be big enough? But just so you can see that I'm here, you know? And then make my point.
Yeah. That's what you do. You know, so just make sure it's something you feel like it was bigger than the last bag you took or the last name you took. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that you feel like you elevated from what happened. You get what I'm saying?
For real. And I actually just had a battle a month ago that just dropped on the WESS, so go check that out. Me versus Kamikaze, JAQ versus Frack. I'm super down for it if that ever happens. You know, Frack is a inspiration. He's a dude.
Kamikaze?
I battle Kamikaze, yeah.
Fire too. I fuck with Kamikaze.
Super dope dude. Super talented. Very, very humble. All that good stuff. All the ingredients for a good spirit, man. He's a really cool guy.
How'd that battle go, man? How you feel about that battle?
Oh, I definitely won that battle. And I don't walk away from battles very often feeling that way. I leave it up to the people to decide. We'll see when the footage drops and on camera how it looks. And You know, in building, it's always different and stuff like that. But, you know, on camera, it looks very clear. And in the building, it was very clear just from the rounds and how they went. And, you know, I honestly think I have some viral moments beforehand. Like before this whole thing happened, I felt like we created some moments in that where it's like, we need a viral moment. And even Deb told me that. He goes, I need a viral moment from you in this battle, Jack. Like right before the coin flip and right before we started the battle. And I was like, I got you. So we might have created some else in that, you know. So that's a really good battle back and forth for sure.
Hey, I get it. I definitely want to check that out, man, because I fuck with Kamikaze for sure.
Crazy.
I like that.
See, he'd be someone I like. You know, he works on some stuff. Him versus Fate would be crazy.
Okay.
Because they're both pans in that way, you know. But
yeah,
there's a lot of, you know, the sky's the limit for him too, bro. He just battled Clutch this year. He's only been in it a year. He's on the rise too in that way. So it just ended up being a really dope battle in that way.
That's fire. Tell me something, man. You hear they watching. You got to make a plan now. It's a plan, man. You got to make sure you know what I mean? You can't randomly just jump in this shit because your name is everywhere.
Yeah.
What's the end game for a guy like Jack? What's where you like, okay, I did that. Now I'm on cruise control. What's the end? Is it a battle? Is it a platform? Is it a certain event? What's the end game for a guy like Jack?
Honestly, I mean, and everybody's been saying it, capitalize, you know? So the end game is that I capitalize on this, that I'm making money, and now it seems like a goal that I have to have. Just I'd be absurd not to, you know. Just making impact, you know, leaving like that was one thing. It's like, man, I would love to just be an inspiration to people in some way, shape, or form. If it's not my writing style, for whatever the case that I'm doing. So, you know, and I think about this often where, you know, I know I'm not gonna be in this forever. Like everybody has an expiration date when it comes to these things, but I'll still be involved with it. So, you know, by the time I'm 38, 39, 40, and I'm 32 now, so I still got a cool 7-8 years chilling. To, you know, battle as many places as I can, have as many dope moments as I can, face as many crazy opponents as I can, like show that, like, you know, that Fate battle was at 680 views for 4 months, and now it's at 15K. We're at 4.7 million on the clip, 10 million like on the clip on my Instagram, but in total 10 million. You got people coming up and recognizing bad news from a clip. My dad went to a bar the other day, and he was showing his friends, and like there was a kind of another person there with him, and it was a lady, and she said, "Oh, that's Jack. I know that. I've seen that clip." And I'm just like, okay, so this is reaching beyond me, which means that I have to take this beyond battle rap at some point. So, you know, leaving an impact and showing just the growth and how it can go from there is.
Here's a funny one, Bumpy. So one of the funny things that's been happening is every day or every other day we wake up, Jack will send me some new person who commented on these, right? Like Shaq was one day, and then Pete Rock was another day, and Disaster, and whatever, right? There's been all these like crazy people who like been commenting on Zion Solomon, A-Rock. Like, it's crazy. So I'm looking under a thread of one of them that I found on Instagram, and there's a thread that says, "Damn." The guy was like, "Damn, I've seen this clip all over the place." On one of the threads, Bill Clinton commented on it. Like, what?
Yeah, like, Bill Clinton.
The former president of the United States commented on one of the clips. Like, that's just, I can't even
process. That's crazy.
Shoot, Obama
Bill
next.
Clinton?
Obama next. Trump next. What are we doing, bro?
Bill Clinton, literally?
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
That's the algorithm you want to get to. If you can get to the president algorithm, boy, you done did it.
Big facts.
What?
Yep.
This is the type of shit that's going on, bro. Like Shaq DMing him and shit. I'm like, what? Like
in the first week of it happening, Daylight messaged me, you know, and had some words of inspiration for me. He directly DM'd me, followed me and all that stuff. Like literally within like 2 hours ago, Disaster messaged me, you know, that one actually might be a tentative thing. I actually have to check back on after this because I haven't gone onto Instagram, but he messaged me. And there's got a lot of people coming out of the woodworks in that way to like know that they've seen me or have been seeing me for a long time, that kind of stuff.
Hey, the fact that the battle been out, like you said, for this many months and it just now hit shows you that you never even know. Like, that's you weren't even thinking about this happening when the battle dropped, and for 3-4 months you're like, all right, that's time to move on. But it snapped and went out of nowhere. Did you drop that clip just recently, or had that clip been out and it just now hit the algorithm?
So here's the craziest story about this too is like it just does feel like divine timing, you know, in a big way. Where me and Levi do this interview 3 weeks ago. You know, he hits me with the idea of like, I want to interview you. I have this whole idea of it's called Behind the Pen, and I just ask you questions. We just talk. It's like we get to know you. You know, we drive around the city. I'm out in San Bernardino, so we ride around the city. We get really dope, like just shots of it all. You know, it's a whole kind of movie thing, and we sit there and we talk. You know, we do the whole thing, and then as the days go on, you know, he has to edit the footage. He's like, I'm gonna do clips of 2 sections specifically. 1984 was one of them. Like I did this whole scheme about rhyming 1984 through the whole thing, and I talk about how, you know, society is under control of this bigger power, and like, you know, fight the system, that kind of thing. And you know, we posted that one first. He was like, I want to make these because I feel people need to hear them. He did that one. He did the Fate one. You know, he edited up how he needed to. He sent them to me, and I was like, these are fire. Let's put them up like one day at a time, right? And we did the first one, the 1984 one, like two weeks ago to this day. I want to say we did the 1984 one, and then that one got like 100 likes, something like that, 10 comments, 10 shares. It went up. We were stoked. I'd never seen that before, like within a day. And then we put this one up, and 2 weeks to this day actually is when we put the Fate one up, and we just put it up on my Instagram, and you know, the next morning I wake up and it has like 500 likes, and I'm like, oh shoot, we're doing something, right? Like fire. And then Diesel, a battle rapper who doesn't battle anymore out here on the West. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but
I heard that name before.
Yeah, it was before my time even, but he was battling a little bit when I got in. And he messaged me on Facebook. He put it on my wall, and he goes, yo, have you seen this? And it was a TikTok clip of it. Someone took that one from Instagram, put it on their TikTok, and it was at like 300,000 views, 350,000 or something like that. Yeah. And then that one went up to 1 million, and then it got deleted, and I was like, And then the next day, you know, as the days are going on, and then all of a sudden I wake up one morning and it's at like 33,000 likes, 80,000 views. And then we've just watched it climb up for the past 2 weeks. It's been crazy, man.
And it just jumped in the algorithm and got pushed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep. So yeah, we posted it. It was Levi's idea originally. You know, again, shout out to him. Go get clips from him because he definitely like he knows what he's doing when it comes to that. He's got a vision and stuff. So, and I trust him wholeheartedly when it comes to that. He knows me enough. So he knows that that's the thing. He has to you have to be a fan of this in order to know how to like do that for people. So he does that, and you know, he just has these ideas now, and we're just like, yeah, let's keep the ball rolling with this. So him and I are just coming up with more clips and stuff, and just trying to put them out as we see fit, and let it blow up.
Shout out to Levi, man. Keep going,
Thanks.
my guy. Shout out to you, man. That right there is you can make people's livelihood literally with that kind of shit nowadays. So shout out to Levi, man. JAQ, man, you seem like a very humble but enthusiastic guy that knows what he's doing, and took it out of nowhere with a viral clip that you're taking advantage of now. Keep going, man. Like, that's what it's all about. Like, you'd be surprised how many people wish they can just, you know, get something like that to happen to their clips. That's been battle rapping for years.
Mm-hmm.
You got that, and you hear, man, and you actually fire. Ain't like you was just got a viral clip. Like, that breaking down of FATE and all the different ways you broke that down is ridiculous.
They're going to teach that shit in English classes, man. Let them.
What?
Yep.
You got to that right there. It was ridiculous. You really like, that's why that clip going viral, because it's like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, that's different, man. So we appreciate it. We rocking with everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, that you doing, and people is tuning in all because of you, man. So fire, shout out to you with that. I just want to tell you, man, we appreciate you pulling up and even tapping in and rocking with the show, you know what I'm saying, the channel. I feel like, man, you done answered every question you can answer over here.
Man, it's been cool. I like doing these, man. I didn't realize that, because it feels like just a conversation to me, man. I like these kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's centered around me, which is cool, but it could always be something else. You know, we could talk about whatever, and You know, that's what I would hope that this comes out of too, in little ways, where I get to go on podcasts and yeah, we could talk about me, but I just want to talk about like goofy, weird stuff like aliens and video games and books and, you know, music. Maybe music. Music is fire, but I'm gonna talk about techno or something like that probably. So who knows?
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Go talk about it because you know there's a lot of people that want to listen to that shit too. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Facts.
a lane for everything. Now you got the option to find your lane and go.
Yep. And what's dope about this too is like, and I've had this conversation many a times with Bad News, and I've said it, I just outright where I was like, all I need is this viral moment. All I need is a viral moment. I've been saying that for at least 2 years now, 3
Really,
years.
yes, though. Like that's one of the things that makes this so much crazier. It's like he'd say it as a joke, and like sometimes when he would say it, I'd be like, "Don't we all, Jack?" You know what I mean? And then it actually happens, and you just like, "Okay, here we are. Now we got to do
Yeah.
something with it." It's great.
And like, I don't know if I prepared for it all the right way, but like, I'm definitely like prepared to take on whatever's coming that my way with it, you know, because I wanted it. I wanted this, and I want whatever comes with it, wherever it takes me, you know, all that. Honestly, man, at the end of the day, I just want my grandparents to be proud.
I heard that.
There you go, right there, man. Inspiration in itself, right there. You don't need nothing else. If you go off something like that, you already on a different type of drive, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to you with that one. My grandfather was my favorite person in the whole world ever. You know what I'm saying? Like before he passed, my grandfather was like my dad. That's my daddy. I don't know nobody else, so I feel you.
Yep. And
that's my angel too. So shout out to you with that, Jack.
Anybody who's been raised by their grandparents knows, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Jack. You've been doing. I don't know what else to ask you, nigga. Tell them where to find you.
We just talking, man. But you find me anywhere, man. But you just type in JAQ. You can find me on YouTube. Just put in JAQ Versus. You can find me on Instagram, JAQ_. Twitter, JAQ, CK, JAQ with a Q _. TikTok, Hippie Jack. Facebook, JAQ. You ain't know no other. Funny enough, that's an acronym, you know. But I say all the time. So it's just been something I guess that's a part of me. Where else? I think that's it. I'm on Threads, but you can find
might want to put all your names under the same Jack so they can find you.
I've been trying. There's so on Twitter, bro. It's taken the JAQ__ is taken. What do you call it on TikTok? I don't know if you could change it, but if I can, I will because I don't think that one's taken on there. Yeah. Threads, I think it's already the same. So, I'm just trying to make sure I keep it, consistent in that way. If I got to change it to make sure that it's all Jack in some sort of way, I will, just so I have that across the board. For sure.
Let them find you on all platforms. You never know which one. I'm going to hit again. You never know.
Yeah, facts.
That's fire, man. Hey, I appreciate you pulling up, just blessing the platform, man, giving us your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to you, man. Like, good to meet you. That's crazy that I seen you on a viral clip before I even got to meet you. That's fire right there.
And you know what's crazy, bro?
I meet too many people that went viral.
No, bro. You know what's facts, bro? The energy was different when I went to Magnitude this past weekend, right? And you were at Magnitude a month ago, right? And it's like I'm sure you were at the fact that you were at Magnitude even earlier this year when I battled Psychedelic, and like we never really crossed paths in that way is insane to me.
Right. I'm so in the zone, focused on what I'm doing. I didn't even notice that. You know what I mean? Like, using a card, I missed the name. Like, and usually I'm focused on that kind of shit. But when I'm battling, I ain't worried about nothing else but the battle. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. No, that's a whole thing, man. I thought I might have seen you out there this past Saturday, but
I wasn't going back after that. They lined me up. Fuck them niggas. It's all good.
Yo, talk to him, bro. The game is rigged for Magnitude. Trust me.
What? I ain't even gonna jump in. I ain't gonna jump in that bad because I'm gonna let them finish their tournament and do their thing. But we all know.
If you battled in it, bro. And shout out to Ron Content for doing it, bro. Shout out to Ron Content for doing it. It's just jokes, but for real, bro. It's
all jokes. Shout out Ron Content, man, my dog. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate him. He been calling it boy too. You know what I'm saying? He just tried to give me the wrong names. I don't want them niggas. All right, Ron. Nah, nigga.
No,
you know
work.
What's up over here? You know what's up.
No, your work,
I'll
bro.
be the right one.
Facts. Talk to him, bro.
Jack, you got no choice but to slide Jack the right ones now. Because Jack don't slide on if you don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's too many opportunities out there for your boy Jack. So, hey, that boy Jack out here viral. 10 million views. Nigga, I ain't got that in my whole time on social media. I ain't even
Crazy.
got 1 million except for my YouTube. Go, Jack.
Let's go.
Don't get them. Don't stop. Right now is when you step on their necks and stay on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Because right now, man, you are that guy that can capitalize and make and change your life if all the right moves are made. So, man, I just want much success to you and for you to move on and keep going. Shout out to Bad News Brown, who was, you know what I'm saying, in your corner and pushing and got his own league. Like, keep going, dog, because you did that on the league that's not even viral with the subscribers and stuff. So imagine, man, come on, dog.
Yeah.
Shout out Bad News Brown. Shout out CRS. Shout out Miss Sherry. Make sure we get those two in there too, because they're
battles.
Rooftop battles. All of that, man. Like
we bought that rooftop life.
We love the roof. We love throwing people off the roof. That's really what it's about.
I love throwing people off the roof. I plan on, man. I gotta do it to another down move, but goddamn, this nigga roof gotta go off the roof. I'm sorry.
It's gotta happen,
I'm
bro.
sorry, KO. I love you, man. You good. We all good, but no, you gotta go.
Did I just hear that right?
And like Jack, I hope I go viral on your ass.
Breaking news: Bumpy Bars versus KO on the rooftop, October.
Yeah. I am there. Shout out KO. That's a society brother, man. All right, so here's what I'm gonna say, Bumpy.
Oh, you standing on his side?
And hold on. Stop now. No, let me live for a second. I'm here on this platform, bro. So shout out you. Those are the kind of battles.
I'm just fucking with you.
Those are the kind of battles, bro, where I'll stand in the middle because like I'm not picking sides on this. Like I'm too, KO does his own thing. He's society. He does his own thing up in Vegas, and he travels. He's got his name out. He's got his respect. You clearly have this platform, and you inviting me on and stuff. Us getting even to chop it up in that way. It's like I feel like that connection don't even go away. So I'm standing on both. Well, I'm gonna be behind the camera at that point, right? So I'm standing in the middle, just watching that shit. There's no sides in that one. I want to see two people go to war and like really fight for it.
You would be smart to stand in the middle on that one, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be a lot of shots flying. They're gonna go every different way. You know what I'm saying?
Catching strays, bro.
yeah. They go every different way. When it goes down, it just don't matter who out there. It just goes down. But shout out to you, and KO will be a fire battle. I got all respect for him. I was watching KO when I first came into battle rap on, you know what I'm saying, West Coast Elites and shit doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like way back.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I it's crazy that Bad News Brown even offered me a KO name. So what I do is when I get a good name like that, I fuck that name up. Sorry about that. That's what I do.
Facts, bro. Talk your shit,
I got
man.
because he's fire. I can't play. I can't go in there halfway. I gotta go in there and whoop this nigga ass, or they're gonna be like, it's debatable. I gotta do that. Now fuck all that.
The energy is wild. This is what I need, bro. See, this is not how I felt against Fate. But I felt like I had to prove that shit because it's a bigger name. I like the energy for you where it's like you keep if that's the energy you got, use that and put that into your writing, and that's where it's gonna shine then, bro. Because that's all I did. I mean, shit, I was sitting on the phone talking with Fate all the time talking about Fate and the battle and stuff and how I gotta approach it and all that shit. And at some point, most people were telling me, News told me it, Grizz told me it. Shout out Grizz. Next told me
Grizz,
it was like
my guy, fire.
Grizz is awesome, bro. That's like a real life like homie, man. Like I've kicked it with him, and just we go back and up to where he co-signed me like pretty much day one of when I started battle rapping, and he knew who I was. So it's been a dope thing with him, and him though. Next, Bad News, they're all telling me as long as you're the most JAQ, then this is gonna be what it needs to be. Just be the most JAQ that you can be, and like. With the energy you got, bro, be the most bumpy bars you could be. Be the most of whatever the thing is you are. Be that, bro.
That's what they know me for, my energy. Ain't that right, Bad News?
The energy, bro. The energy is crazy.
I always say he's still my favorite battle I've ever had.
That's fire because he didn't have some fire battles.
Yeah.
No.
He didn't have some fire battles. So to be on that list, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't look at me as a media battler after we battled. He's like, no, that wasn't no media shit.
That's different, bro. See, and who knows? The sky's the limit for you too, if that's the case as a media battler. Same thing for News. Like
I'm not a media battler. Keep that out my name, Jack. Motherfuckers.
He's like, the disrespect is
LTBR, if you're watching, quote, I am not a media battler. I will
am.
beat the shit out of your favorites. Okay? But keep going, though. Shout out to
No,
Jack. We here for
I was
Jack.
gonna say
We
no. Then I'm gonna take back that statement and not even say it because it don't even matter if you're not a media battler.
Man, we here for Jack. Fuck that. We here for Jack. You know what I'm saying? Right
What
now,
up?
Mr. Viral. Right now, just literally 2 weeks after the clip, 10 million versus a name that is known in battle rap. It don't get no better than that. That guy
Accolades
is
on it
right here
too.
killing in the building with us. It don't get no better than that. We got 10 million view guys here, man. You know what I mean?
Right on,
Elevate
bro.
my channel.
You know what, man, and then as I shared it, because I know I shared the flyer that you guys sent me, and I don't know if that helped at all for subscribers or anything, or people to even just be here. But the more I share this clip, it's just the more content I put out. It ends up being a thing where we're all just working together to build each other up.
Hey, and that's what it's all about, man. Working together, man. And I don't even be looking for that. I'm just doing it, you know what I'm saying, just to put people eyes on a light of people that never seen them before. Like I know a lot of people on my channel sometimes don't even be watching all battles like that. So when they see you, it's just new eyes, and that's the main thing I wanted to do. Peggy Ward just said, my son said he's gonna text Jack.
Hey, what up, A Ward? Let's go.
You get what I'm saying?
I actually on the night I battled Ron Compton, because that night A Ward was supposed to battle Coffee, and Coffee didn't show up.
I remember that one.
Yeah, you remember that, right? And so it ended up being my battle that they put on as the main event, and I got just, I mean, I did good, but the comments were shitting on me. The crowd was not feeling me. They were tired. It was the last battle of the night. Everybody was like just not feeling it. So it ended up not being the best, but like, you know, A Ward and Loso were like two of the people that came up to me and were like, no, you were actually really good, man. Just keep at it. I keep doing what you're doing. And that sounds like really just easy to say, simple to say for somebody of their stature. Even at that point, you know, I don't think even Geechee versus A Ward part 2 had happened yet. So
yeah,
for them to say some stuff like that, and it's like looking in retrospect, it's like, no, you can mean it sometimes, you know, that they really do see something. So I would hope that that's the case, you know.
Yeah, I don't see Loso or A Ward the type to walk up to you and tell you was fired when you wasn't fired.
Right,
No.
exactly. They had no reason
I mean,
to.
they're Christians, but they ain't that damn nice. We didn't see.
Yeah.
They talk crazy. They not that nice. So
Yeah,
I think if you were fired, they gonna walk up and tell you because they feeling the truth. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. And that was before the fake battle.
2.5, almost 3 years ago.
Well, that tells you right there. Now that's another inspiration. You might not even know that was in the back of your head. Like, God damn, they told me I was doing something. So you know what I mean? Like, shit.
Well, and when stuff like that happens, bro, like in the moment when, like, you know, I'll text the homies that I had, and you know, it's crazy. That was the night I met Levi too. So it seems like a coalescence of just all this stuff that happened. But you know, when something like that happens, you text your homies or whoever in battle rap, and you're like, yo, like you'll never guess what happened. A Ward and Loso said I was fire, and that's like the little spark of like, oh man, I gotta keep doing this or whatever. You know, you never know.
Yeah. That's fire, dog. That's fire. Look how all this came through. I've been knowing Bad News Brown niggas since you know what I'm saying, been doing this little media shit and all that. And I'm looking at your clip, not even knowing that he's gonna be the one to be like, hey man, I need you to do an interview for my boy JAQ, who been going viral right now. He showed me the clip. I'm like, I just seen this shit. This nigga really viral.
Crazy, bro.
The people who send it to me are not big battle rap fans. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're people who know that I watch battle rap and they like fuck with me. So like, hey man, check this out. You know how that go.
Yeah.
And it was you.
Bro, my boss, I just remember this. My bosses saw it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And my managers saw it.
Yeah.
What they say?
They're just they'll make slick jokes about it. They're like, because I go by a different name at work, right? I don't go by JAQ, even though that's like my middle name or whatever. But they were like, "So, what's up, JAQ?" And I was like, "What the hell?"
That's hysterical.
Even my girls catching strays because they saw her in the video. She's in the background. News like I remember right before the battle happened, News like pulled her up, pulled a bunch of like people up and was like, no, we need people in the background for this. And my dad even was like, no, you need to go up there. So it was a whole thing. It's funny, man. It's like all over the place.
I love it, man. I love it. That's fire, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just crazy how it all makes sense. Like I seen it before it happened. Then news hit me, and he knows you, and I done battled him, and you on CRS, and I done been on CRS. It's just all crazy. You was at magnitude, I was at magnitude. That's just it was meant to happen, Jack.
Parallels, man. It's all
Parallel
right there.
universe. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Man, I rock with it, dog. You know what I'm saying? And
it's a crazy thing too, because like, and that's I've been doing this for 6 years, right? And you know, in that you can go down all the way to the bottom of my page. I only got like 250 posts, and you know, you could see where it started. I actually trip out on it. I've been looking back every now and again, every couple of days, and I'm like, damn, my first post has like 10 likes or something, you know?
yeah.
And then now you go scroll up, and every single post up until a certain point has over 100, 300 likes. Some of them have like thousands of likes. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like the 1984 one I was telling you about, we put it out. It was only at 100 likes, like 2,000 views. I remember being on the phone with Levi, and he was telling me, oh, it went up from 2,000 to 8,000 or something like that. That's crazy. Now it's almost at 100,000. So it's just like every single one of my shit is just going up, man.
And that means you're getting better, which means don't stop.
I ain't stopping.
Yeah, you can't stop now. You ain't got no choice. You got him behind you that's going to make you keep going. And then you got your conscience that's going to cuss you out if you try to.
Mm-hmm.
He going to tell you what? Why?
Mm-hmm.
You better go crazy on the next fool. Hey,
I'm going to get slapped if I decide to quit.
You know, the first comments was from a guy named Devious who was in the chat. He might still be here.
Oh, shout out to
Voss, the breaker down of all names.
Shout out to Voss. Yeah, that's the boy too, man. Shout out UBR. He runs he's always got the slick shit to say, man. He knows what to fucking say.
Where is the breaker downer of all names? I said, woo! I love it.
I'm taking that. I'm gonna message him that afterward and be like, I'm just so you know, I'm writing that down.
You gotta write that down. You gotta write down break bread or fake dead. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I already have that down right here.
Lock that
I keep
in,
a note page in and I write stuff.
Go crazy with that motherfucker. Because when they hear you say that, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Because where that came from is some, you know what I'm saying, some real shit. So go.
I'm not stopping, bro. And that's what's the coolest thing to me, man, is you like you're just talking to me today, you're meeting me. There's a lot of people in the battle rap world I've come across and I have certain relationships with. I spar with them, I talk to them on the phone, I see them at events, whatever. And I had to think about that too. Like, damn, I wonder what this means for them because they're seeing it too. And you know, I gotta feel bad in a way, but I can't feel bad at all because why would I? And it's like it's just cool that everybody's on this journey with me who has ever like rocked with me or been there from day one. That's like one of the coolest things. It's like everybody's winning right now, you know?
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even know how to reach out to you. This is all Bad News Brown set this up. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out.
I got this guy with the woo. I want you to buy. And when he said Mr. Viral and showed me who you were, I'm like, oh shit, I just seen this clip. Ain't that what I said, Bad News?
True.
I said, damn, I just seen that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh shit, but I'm saying that's what it was, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. And then he made the interchange to me and you in the same chat, and it went from there. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how the world lined up. It was meant to happen like that. So I love it. And you know, I'm gonna make sure I share this interview multiple times, different platforms, and get people to watch it that I can. And you know, whatever make the best out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have bigger platforms. You're gonna be on. Like you got Hip Hop Is Real. You got Black Compass. All these people they're gonna hit you up. Way bigger platforms than me that I've been watching before. That you know what I'm saying had their own way inspiring me. But I'm just happy that I got you here one time to chop it up with us. And you know what I'm saying? Like
one thing I don't forget is where I came from, you know? Like when I first started, I was rocking with CRS, and then, you know, some BS happened where it you know, we got change of management, and you know, they went away for a while. Bad News came back, and you know, I rock with them again because I don't forget where I come from. So I have this conversation with News a lot where, you know, there's a lot of opportunity in this to take me beyond what you could have even imagined like 2.5 weeks ago. And now I see it. And like, you know, if I take off, you know, again, with this interview, which is why I'm not above doing anything that people be like, oh no, you need to be doing this and this. I'm going to do what I got to do step by step. It's what I've been doing this whole time. It's what's going to make it even better when I do grow and I pop off and I'm where I need to be. Cause shit, who knows, in a year, bro, when I'm on the Breakfast Club for whatever the hell reason, I can be like, oh yeah, shout out Bumpy Bars because it started here. You know what I mean? I don't forget where I don't forget where I come from.
Facts. Hey, and you know how rare that is? You know what I'm saying? So
I try not to. I don't got the best memory. I smoke a lot of weed, but
hey, it is what it is, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate you pulling up, rocking with me, man, giving to your time. I never forget it. You know what I'm saying? My folks that pull up, as you see, they fuck with this shit. You know what I'm saying? They love your vibe. They rock my vibe. So they having fun with this. You know what I'm saying? And I just appreciate you pulling up, giving us your time. Bad News Brown for hooking it up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. CRS Battle League, which is the next league I'm on, y'all. And, you know, it was either break bread or fake dead. And guess what? They didn't fake dead. So guess what? I'm going to make the other nigga. All right.
He said, I'm gonna chill.
It could have went.
The energy is crazy, bro. I see it, man. Like, I'm curious now when you start riding, bro, do you just get fucking hype and just like, you're just like yelling at your notepad, like, like.
Sometimes it's like that, but most of the time it's inside my brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't yell until I'm rapping my bars, but when I'm writing, it's kind of like all here. And I just, you know what I'm saying?
Actually, let me ask you that. Have you ever had a moment though where like you're writing something and you had like that outward like, oh yeah, and like you're just like, yeah, this is it, like outward, like you can't even contain it, sort of thing?
Oh well, yeah. I do that every goddamn battle. You know what I'm saying? Like
facts. Okay,
that's why I'm always rocking the room. You know what I'm saying? I know what I know my battle. Every time I write something, I'm gonna rock the room. It just some things you be like, oh, that's definitely gonna hit. It has to hit. You know what I'm saying? Like it just is what it is. But sometimes it don't work like that, but there'd be something else in the battle. You'd be like, damn, that shit went crazy. And I didn't know it, but it's always something, you know what I'm saying? So and I do that in my head. I'm like, oh, that's fire. I feel like all my shit is fire. I don't know. I don't feel like I write nothing whack. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is to me.
As you should feel that way, bro. Feel that way. Let's go.
I don't never write nothing whack. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. If you do feel like you write something whack, you shouldn't be writing that shit down. You get what I'm saying? In my opinion. Now, me, what I consider whack is fast food. What I consider like that is like shit that come up with the first thing that come in your head. You're like, oh, yeah, man, I slid with the burger and hit a king. And that's like, no, we're not doing that. That was whack. That was the first thing that came to your brain. You got to break that down or something and flip it more. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like shit that you feel like when they say it, you like, oh, yeah, I definitely, he said, he thought about that on his first goddamn bar. He didn't think to break that down at all. You know what I'm saying? Like how people still use, I don't know, like goddamn slide on the dude because I got on Nike slides. Like what the fuck? We can't.
Yeah.
You can't. You got to break the Nike slides down a little more. Or something. You can't just slide because you got on Nike slides. It don't. You know what I mean? Like it's not. It's fast food. First thing you thought of. Break that down more. That's just me.
Yeah. See,
I don't like first thing come to my brain. I don't like fast food. I call it McDonald's.
Yeah, You don't want no McDonald's bars, bro. No McBars, bro. No McBars for sure.
No nugget bars. No nugget bars for sure.
No nuggets,
nugget bars. You know what I'm saying? And that's me. I call it McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? That's just McDonald's right there.
See, and where my mind goes is I'll be like, all right, how do I pink slime? How do I make that into a bar? And then I'll work some shit in because pink slime everybody should know about. That's what the nuggets is made out of, right? So like I have some shit like that, and then I build it off of that. That's interesting though, because I don't write through the process. I write a bunch of different stuff, and then I stack it a lot of the time. Sometimes I have a thing where I write it all the way through, and then I'll stack it depending on something else I might have wrote. I was like, oh, this gotta go here. But yeah, no, that part of the you're saying where it's like I slid on King, like, cause he a burger. It's like, yeah, okay, maybe that might be in the setup of it because that's a little bit cheaper, but the bar is what's gonna hit because of the setup for it. So I think of things like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say what's whack and what isn't, bro. It's like because for me, yeah, everything I say should be fire, you know, but it don't always translate like that. I have hundreds of pages of throwaways, just hundreds of just things like, oh man, I feel like this is fire, but it don't fit the battle, you know?
Yeah. And you never know what battle you're gonna be able to bring that right back to. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I got notes. I keep that in my notes. I got voice notes where I just feel like, I think about something saying in there, but it might not be for the battle I got coming up, but it's gonna come in handy one of these days. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's just so where your mentality at. Because my mind always think about bars most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like it just naturally, it just pops in when I see different shit. You know what I'm saying? So
it tends
ain't
to
nothing wrong
happen
with
for
that. That's
me.
the mind of an MC.
Yeah, for real. I was gonna say, I mean, it happens when I'm driving sometimes, but it tends to happen for me when I'm writing mostly, because then I'll think of something. I'm like, no, that don't belong here. But if I have something about a microphone and I make a bar, and I'm like, no, I'll save this for if I ever battle someone whose name is Mike or has Mike in their name or something like that. It'll. So I have a lot of things like that, you know.
Yeah. Hey, that's how I toasted it. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. But see, look how you came up, nigga. Tell me this: when you broke down that fake name scheme you kept going through, was that like in a 1-day thing, or was that broke down over time?
Oh yeah, that was over time. Like I have the original note in my iPhone, my iPhone notes, and then I use Google Docs typically once I start writing everything out. I write too on paper, but like it's if I had to work something out, because then I could just cross it out and then like work it again. It kind of does the memory. I don't know. It's a thing, but so I have the original note, and it just said FATE at the top, and then I had like F, like the letter, and then under it I had a bunch of F words, and then under A I had a bunch of A words, and then T I had a bunch of T words, and then E I had a bunch of E words, and I even looked it up in like I have a thesaurus where I'll read through it and I'll just take words out of it, you know, especially if they rhyme. I love finding rhyme words. I'm like, damn, how's no one ever rhymed that before? That's crazy. And then so I took that note and I transferred it to the Google Doc, and I sat there writing stuff out, you know, looking through the thesaurus, trying to figure out how to make the words fit. The rhyming words were the things that started first. So I was like, all right, if I'm ending on E every time, then E had, and you know, I took a lot of inspiration from the Bobby Rex thing too, because that's typically like or simply what he did, you know. But I just feel like he didn't execute it at the end enough to where it drove the point home. It just felt like a cool thing that he did, and I thought, no, there's a way to do this where we make it like more succinct, more hard hitting, and I actually have a bar at the end that wraps it all up. And I thought, okay, well, I'm breaking down his name, so let's have that be a thing where at the end I say your name doesn't even stand for anything, and then that's where like that starts that bar, and then I'm like, okay, now I can do all my FATE things, and you should see all the ones I threw out. I had so many that I threw out to just get it to that point.
I heard a different version than the one you spit in the battle. Like
you know what I'm saying?
You had a different version you were going to go with, and I heard that one first. So when you spit it in the battle, like half of it I hadn't heard yet. Like you sparred that material to me like 3 times, but I heard the alternate version of the Fate breakdown. So that's why I'm like that in the background. I'm like, this isn't even the one he rapped to me on the phone.
It just completely trying to figure out how to say the right things. Like when I said, fuck around till eventually you find out about that energy. And I went back and forth on that bar forever because, you know, out kind of throws off the AET, but I feel like people would have caught that, but I was like, no, that's crazy. And I had a lot of different ones like that where I had to decide, am I going to keep them or am I going to take them out? I had a lot of different ones. Yeah. So the note looks the note was sparse compared to what I ended up creating. It's actually kind of cool in that way.
That's fire. Hey, that's different, man. I don't think I ever broke down a name ever like that. Like, and then you went to every letter and had different work. That's different. That's different. What light was on? What light was on?
I want to say the blue light was on at that point, bro. I want to say the blue light. Let's see. Yeah, the blue light was.
Y'all better make a call, nigga.
The blue room was on at that point, bro.
Damn, I love that shit. that name breakdown, that was different. I can't even say all the motherfuckers. It was just like when I listened to it, I was like, whoa, okay, oh, wait, he ain't gonna keep on. Oh shit, okay, yeah, that's why this motherfucker going viral. I see why it went viral now. You know?
Hell yeah, you know it's crazy too.
The camera angles was perfect. Bing, bing, dude. Bing, bing.
That's all Levi, bro. I swear he has that vision of just knowing how to make it look like something more than just you're watching a clip. Because I do see a lot of battlers, and it's funny. I see a lot of battlers trying to make their own clips now with the lyrics underneath and like the colors and how like they underline certain bars. And it's been done before, but the way that Levi did it, I don't know. It just he like had that way of capturing the reactions. It kind of almost tells a story. There's this part where and people are memeing it on Twitter for sure. It's hilarious. Where there's this part where News and Shy Dog are standing next to each other, looking at each other, confused as fuck, like scratching their head, like did he, like trying to figure it out, like the math equation meme, bro. He created that for the whole video, so when people watch it, it gives a better effect than just, oh, I'm just watching a clip real quick.
Yeah.
A part of this.
That's fire. I fuck with that.
Like there's this part where Treyfo, he captures Treyfo, and Treyfo is like, nah, you're not catting. Like, it's like tripping him out. And I didn't expect this to go off like that in the room. In the room, it was awesome the way that went off, you know. But
yeah,
couldn't have expected it went off in the room that way, and I was just happy it did. So like to see this happening now is otherworldly, because like they get to see that same thing that happened in the room, you know. Levi captured that for them, and you know, clearly I rapped it, but it's just cool to see that it's like that's it resonates with people.
Make sure y'all follow Levi. Y'all follow JAQ, and y'all follow Bad News Brown. They doing their thing right now, man. Crazy trio, man. Yeah. Y'all need to go ahead and tap in and stay in tune, because they doing their thing. They all over the place. They in different algorithms, man. Not just battle rap. They got the president. All right, the president.
Yo, I'm gonna need you to send me that screen cap, because I didn't see that at all.
I didn't see the screen cap. Like a guy was just like, he was like, I've seen the craziest people comment on this guy's video. He's like, every video I go on is somebody you wouldn't believe that commented. He was like, I was on one earlier, and Bill Clinton commented on it. I was like, what?
Crazy.
Yeah.
But that's just crazy. I don't think he just made up Bill Clinton. You know?
Yeah, that's a weird name to just throw out there.
That's fire, man. Hey, shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all.
I'm gonna say it right now, bro. We're gonna be the first people ever to have a battle rap event in the White House, bro. It's happening.
It's happening?
Jesus.
Sky's the limit, bro.
That is crazy.
Unbelievable.
And it's gonna be CRS. Let's get it.
Let's go, bro. We're gonna hotbox out the West Wing. It's happening, bro.
It'll be the battle rap version of when NWA got invited to the White House.
That's fire.
Hey, all we gotta do is get. I ain't gonna say it. I was about to say something. They would have been like, "Oh, you foul." Yeah, it's somebody you wouldn't expect, but he'll let it happen.
yeah, probably.
I ain't gonna say it though, because I don't want to politic my channel up.
There you go.
But it's one president that'll let that happen. I'm just saying.
We just got to get him back in there.
And man. He ain't black. Just so y'all know. I just let y'all know.
We make it happen, bro. Hey, dude, I really love this. Man, oh my God, bro. Imagine. I just, you know, those are the kinds of ideas I'm having now. Imagine throwing a battle rap event in the motherfucking White House, bro.
Man, you feel me?
We're battling. My boy Levi said we're battling on the Trump card. No way.
I'm battling on the Trump card. That's crazy. The Trump card, man. Oh my God.
Ay. Set it up, bro.
You get what I'm saying, right?
I'll battle. I don't even know who I battle on that card. That'd be so crazy, though.
That would be crazy, man. That'd be kind of crazy. We'd love that. That'll probably be an A-Ward battle for you.
Yeah, for real. Me versus A-Ward in the White House. Let's go.
Yeah, that's perfect.
The
White House main event.
Like, that's crazy, dude. I don't even want to think about that. Because I mean, shit. Here, let's take it even further, man. We're battling on top of the Empire State Building. That's the next rooftop.
Could you imagine? Giving me ideas. Crazy.
Hey, just keep going. He went from San Diego to LA. He already moving around. CRS, I'm telling you.
He's not lying.
We're gonna battle in front of the pyramids. Both in South America and in Egypt, bro. We're doing this. Like any and everything, man. I feel like I really do feel like.
And we can have a harness on hanging on the side of the pyramid while we hanging and rapping.
I mean, look at it like this, bro. They did Avocado did a battle on Ruin Your Day where they were in a hot air balloon, right? And it was Thesaurus versus Laughingstock, and you know, shit. And I feel like that's historical enough to say, like, you know, it's only them two, the person operating it, Avo filming it. That's like, I don't know, that's legendary enough in its own. Who the hell has ever battled in a hot air balloon? Who the hell has ever battled on the top of the Empire State Building? Who the hell has ever battled at the pyramids of Giza? Who's ever battled at the Coliseum of Rome? Who's ever battled at the White House? Come on, what are we thinking about with this? That's next level.
Telling you, bro. The possibilities are endless, boys. We're gonna go some places, though. I got some shit to. I'm gonna have these guys battling in some crazy places. You'll see it.
I can't wait, because I'm definitely tuning in. I'm gonna be in the building. If I'm not rapping, I'm motherfucking recording y'all. One or the other, but it's going down.
Love it.
Most likely, I'll be rapping because I that's what I want to do.
We love the book bumpy bars, so most likely that's true.
It's gotta
you know
happen.
what it is.
I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Give me like 30 seconds.
Man, you can get up out of here, man. It's all you good. You know what I'm saying? You all good. That's you ain't got to stay on. You've been on here 2 hours, nigga. You talked everything.
We here, man. I love doing this, bro. This is fun to me.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, man. We can let y'all we're gonna talk these Summer Madness predictions if y'all want to jump into that with us.
I might jump back in. That's what I'm saying. I'll jump in for a little bit. I just gotta use the restroom real quick, but I'm super down.
Do your
I'll
thing.
stick around for Summer Madness predictions.
All right, that's where we at. That's where we at with it, man. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to JAQ for the fire interview, tapping in with us, giving us, you know what I'm saying, like everything. We know everything that JAQ is focused on, how he doing it, man, how he got there. JAQ, we rocking with him, you know what I'm saying? I found out he's been here 6.5 years. Look at me. Long. I got to find out. Everybody's still learning. You get what I'm saying? So
I feel
shout out to that. And, you know, we appreciate him pulling up and rocking with us. And we got to jump into these Summer Madness predictions, man. It has to go down. It has to. Today. Because Summer Madness this weekend, bad news.
Summer Madness is definitely this weekend.
Summer Madness this weekend in Houston, Texas.
Stacked.
A stacked card.
Stacked. No question.
They want to know what's up.
Stacked. Absolutely stacked. Real thick and disaster got added. What?
What? Ace versus Rum Nitty?
Like what?
Yeah. Yeah. That kind of stuff.
Rum has a murderer's row. Think about this. You got Ace Amin, CJA, one of iBattle's of poster children, and then you got Ilmac at Blackout. Like, what?
Hey, Rum Nitty's on another. Is he trying to go back to back on us?
For sure.
He's trying to do an EFB back to back, and you know I could do what Geechee did, nickel.
He's for sure trying to pull that. Not even close. He's taking nothing but monsters this whole year.
And that shows that you can do it without even having all the battles that you think you need to have.
Yeah.
You just gotta, man. Shout out Rum Nitty.
Shout out Rum Nitty.
I would personally say through right now, it's either Rum Nitty or Big K. That's what I would say for champion.
You're talking, champion of the year. I think Big K, bro. And I love Nitty's my favorite battler, bro. But I think Big K has just been on such a crazy run this year, and like every battle, it's pretty much a body. Like it's scary.
I ain't gonna lie, I had T-Rex in other battle, but he was a good. You could have had Big K. I could see that easily, but
I didn't see that one. You're right, actually. I didn't see him versus Rex.
But it's okay though, because a lot of people had Big K 3-0. You know what I'm saying? Like all that. Like I just personally, I felt like T-Rex was a little more. I don't know. I think Big K was more direct though, but I just don't know if the full little angle was just all hidden to me. But everybody had their own opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? So
I did hear some stuff where they were like, Big K was like, Rex was like in that bag from like, you know, way back when. Like
he was
his third
run. He was in one of those bags, and I like Rex's bag, but Big K was definitely talking. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see you having Big K win. I ain't arguing that.
Mm-hmm.
I just, you know what I mean? It was a little bit of both back and forth. I seen I had Rex at one time, then I watched it again. I kind of had Big K, and I watched the third time. I kind of had Rex. I'm like, all right, man, this gonna go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, so that's a good battle in my opinion though, because it was more than one battle on that card that had me like that. A-War versus Frack kind of went back and forth to me. I like both of those rounds.
Oh, that battle was amazing to me.
I love that battle. I like that. The first watch, I had A-War. I'm like, I think I like A-War first round, 3 rounds better. And then I watched it back. I'm like, damn, I like Frack now. I like Frack. A-War, Frack. I'm like, let's go back and forth with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen both of their approaches, but it's just I see something different. That's all it is.
Yeah, so everything kind of like played out in that way for most of the battles.
Yeah. So that all focus down to us saying Ace versus Rum Nitty. Who you got, Bad News?
Here's the thing. If it was anybody else, I would say I think that the strength of schedule would fuck them up because you got what? CJ, Ace, and Ilmac probably within like a 2.5 month period. But like Rum writes battles fast. So like I'm just Rum's gonna smoke him.
Yeah.
I think Ace is gonna be great. But like Rum's just another level, man. Yeah.
Ace really has to turn up in a way where it matters, like he has to write the craziest shit that he's ever done. And I know that's like an approach for some people. They're like, I'm not gonna try to write like my opponent. But bro, you're battling Rum Nitty, like the greatest puncher that's ever lived. Like the probably one of the greatest writers that exists in right now of today. Like if you don't step your game up in some sort of way, bro, like I like Ace's energy. I saw him versus Homeschool live. I was out there when I battled Fox on iBattle. I watched him versus Homeschool. That was the first time I ever saw him live. Yeah. And like I thought, man, he's got crazy energy, man. Like the way that he can command a room in that way, which I a lot to learn from that. But I don't know, it's different when like you have somebody who can also do that with you and is also the best puncher on earth.
Yeah.
His Rum Nitty.
His ability to manipulate syllables and bend.
It's Rum Nitty. That's all y'all gotta say. You
it's Rum Nitty, bro.
It's just like they call him the alien for a reason, bro. Like
we're not talking about just any average Rum Nitty.
Yeah.
It's not for me, it's not 4 battle rappers more on this earth that I'm picking over Rum Nitty.
No. It's not happening.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's only like 4 of them that I think that I would say, no, matter of fact, it's 3 that I would say that can battle Rum Nitty that I would have an argument with, which is Geechee, B-Dot, and Danny. I feel like they're the only ones that's going to really rap with Rum Nitty. Besides everybody else, I got Rum Nitty. But them 3 is the argument, which I can still have Rum Nitty, but it's the argument for me.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to smoke everybody else. I'm picking Rum Nitty over anybody else bar for bar. It's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? So, but don't get me twisted. I wasn't saying that. Matter of fact, I'm sorry because this is him versus Ace. Ace, my bad. Ace, it's not like that, dog. You are that guy to me, and you've been on your run. You've been doing your shit this year. You got Body of the Year versus True Foe. Like, you've been doing your shit. You know what I'm saying? I know you deserve this spot because the work you've been putting in. You definitely deserve to be on Summer Madness for all those saying you don't. I feel like you deserve to be on here. You've been deserved to be on here, in my opinion. And you're going to really go up there. I know you're going to put on your best performance. You know what I'm saying? It's just, my nigga, it's Rum Nitty. You can't get mad. You know what I'm saying?
You said it, bro. Actually, as I pull up Verse Tracker, we got Rum Nitty versus Fonz that just dropped, which is super dope, man. Like, I remember that battle being fucking crazy too, bro. Like, Rum Nitty just is a different beast, and like, I don't know, man. And that's what I was saying.
If you've watched him from the beginning, it really makes it even more exciting because so much of the stigma around him early was he needed to find something. He was styleless. He didn't have an attribute that stood out, quote unquote, like he was missing something. The early days, that's what they would always say about him. And then like you saw him go over to KOTD, he really found like his niche, like that, or he really found the things that were gonna make him stand out. So like there was a progression there if you watched it from the beginning. It's so to me, I think I appreciate where he's at even more now because I remember when this wasn't the narrative surrounding his name, Yeah.
Shout out to him, man, and he is well deserved, and now he's getting his flowers he should have been had. But shout out to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Diz versus Sick. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. This battle to me is gonna be a style clash, and I know Diz has something to prove being back on URL, and I hear made a tweet talking about we'll never be ops again, and he's there. So, shout out to Diz for that, and he's gonna do his thing. But Real Sick on a URL stage in Houston.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I got Real Sick 2-1, lightweight clear.
Damn.
My opinion, And it's not because of no Diz hasn't been on URL. It's because of Real Sick and how he's been rapping and the shit he's been doing recently for this last 3, 4, 5 battles. He's been getting better, elevating, better names. His lyrical ability, his performance, everything has stepped up every time. He took that one loss versus K-Shine and went off. You can argue that he ain't lost. He had a good battle versus fucking New Jersey Twerk, and Real Sick has been on one. And I just think Disaster is one of the perfect targets for Real Sick to go crazy on and have one of his best performances he's ever had. So going off recent transactions, which I was there for Diz versus Next, and I had Next 3-0, but Diz was fire, but I had Next 3-0, not gonna lie.
Well, you were at Next versus. How did we not talk? I was at that event too. I saw it. How did we not talk? See what I mean? All right, dude. Let's keep going.
Got one of y'all to talk tonight, bro.
Next 3-0 at that battle, clear.
Yeah.
Right? Diz was funny, but he got out rapped.
Next third round was fucking otherworldly, bro.
All I'm saying. And then Diz versus Easy, he got better. He did his shit. But the NDA might have threw him off. I don't know. He couldn't really go in like he said he wanted to. I don't know. But it'll end up being a debatable battle.
But you got Diz and Easy as a debatable?
I mean, I had first watch, I gave it to Easy.
No way. First watch, I had Diz clear, bro.
First watch, I was like, it looked like Easy. Because to me, if you are Diz in the GTX setting in motherfucking the Bay Area, I don't feel like he had no control of that battle.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Easy came and kind of like snatched his early, and he never let it kind of like go all the way back to Diz's side. Like Diz was rapping, he had some good moments and all that, but I don't feel like he did what he's supposed to do to Easy in that setting. Ain't nobody getting Easy in their home, in their backyard like that, and you got to take advantage of that. I don't think he did what he really should have did.
Could have did, yeah.
I didn't know about the NDA, but that's just me. Then second watch and third watch, I had Diz. I said, okay, I see what Diz did, and I like his approach. But first watch, I could see why people lean with Easy. I'm like, he didn't do what he supposed. I feel like he's supposed to go crazy. He was the first one to get him after all the bullshit. You're supposed to go crazy. In my opinion, he kind of like snatched him and never let it go.
He kind of did, though. In the third round, he definitely did, bro. He had that moment with Frack where he walked in. He talked about the NDA.
Third round, but he had the first 2 rounds. What did he do? It was back and forth.
So I had Diz. What I have him? I want to say I had him first and third.
Okay, I can see that on the second watch.
Yeah, because there's at least one round where that happens, where it's like it's a you have your debatable, you have your one clear, Diz took the third. Absolutely clear, in my opinion.
And then when I seen that, I felt like Easy choked in that second on the second watch.
Yeah.
That's when I seen I was like, okay, I think Diz won this battle, and I didn't give it back to Easy after that.
I didn't
really catch that as a choke until I went back. I was like, oh, I think he did stop. He didn't mean to stop right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
I heard
Diz yelling it. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay.
You could tell. Well, I mean, you could tell, bro. You battle, so you could tell. Like, I don't know if you've ever battled somebody where they just call time, but I've definitely done it. And you just watch them get to cooking, and then all of a sudden, like time, it's like,
Gutter City, man. He said Gutter City, man. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
I caught it then the first time I didn't catch it, and maybe because I was looking at the battle as far as like Easy getting cleared. I'm like, Diz as a GOAT, Mount Rushmore to me. Clear this nigga right now. Like, don't even give Geechee a chance to do that. You got to make Geechee have to change his rounds. Mm-hmm. That was my opinion for Diz going into this battle. Maybe I expected too much. You know what I'm saying? Because I took it at the heights. I was like, this is Diz versus Easy right now. Diz prove itself. Go crazy. That's what I expected, and I don't think I got what I was expecting. So that's maybe my fault.
That could happen. I retract my statement. I think it was the second and the third he took. Because now I remember I wouldn't even call it a choke. Just he stopped, And I was like, oh, that wasn't enough. Which means that, Diz now has the floor for it. Because I do remember the first round from both of them being like, all right, this could go to either one. But I'm pretty sure I texted Levi and told him this too. Because he texted me. But I think I had it like 2-1 strong or like gentleman's 30 for Diz, bro.
After the second watch, yeah, and I watched it clear again. I said, okay, I see where Diz won this battle at. But you know what I mean?
So going into the real sick battle, and I wanted to shout this out earlier because Sick had a really good performance, good battle on iBattle a couple weeks ago against Homeschool, and you know it actually right before the interview that I did, where because I talk about it in the interview, but he had this bar where he said, "God is an energy," and I got it, and it Sick has these lines that like just permeate through everything, you know, like you feel that, like, oh man, what was that?
He has like these fucking idioms that just like come out of nowhere. It's crazy.
And he's creating his own.
I just think Sick takes this battle way more seriously and differently than Diz will. And I think it shows in the battle why, you know, Sick is supposed to be here and why he got this battle. Like, he deserves it. He's one of those ones at URL, like, you can't, nobody just beats the shit out of Sick or nothing like that. Like, K-Shine caught that nigga slipping. He said it himself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, K-Shine's fire, but that's a whole different
if
story.
you listen to the battle, he didn't just get beat on like that. It was just K-Shine outperformed him like by a mile. But rapping, Sick was there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just a different performance-wise. But
no one's ever going to deny Sick's rapping, I don't think. And that's you say it's a style clash, which I find interesting because they both rap their fucking ass off, bro. Disaster and Sick. So like,
but in different ways though. Like Sick is more. I feel like Sick is more lyrical in a lyrical like East Coast-ish way. Diz is more lyrical in a, I say, all around the world lyrical way.
Like unorthodox.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they lyrical-ish is different in a way. Like Diz, like the way he says stuff is just like, I think more white people, Mexicans, Italians, they're all gonna feel this. But and Sick is more East Coastist, West Coastist lyrical guys.
We skipped Middle Easterners. We skipped Middle Easterners and went straight to Italians. I love it.
Yeah, hey man, look, you know, I feel like Disaster reaches just different regions.
Oh yeah.
And how he raps. You know what I'm saying? Like
I would argue he's probably got the most reach out of any battle rapper. I mean, no battle rapper has battled in more languages.
It's just their lyrical is different. You know what I'm saying? It's just their lyrical is different. I feel like they reach different regions with their lyricalism. It's just me. It's just me.
No, I feel. I mean, shit. Disaster is worldwide. So is Real Sick. You know, he's made his moments now. He had that thing where he talked about, where's he from again? Like the Israel thing or something like that. And he shouted out his people. So he's had moments where I know he's worldwide in that way too. But Disaster is so you say Real Sick is going to take this. I think Disaster is going to take it, and I think it not like in a clear way. You know, it's just going to be a really dope battle. But we're going to be able to see like, you know, it's Disaster's first time on URL, right? Never on the stage like this. He is Disaster. He is worldwide. You know, he's coming off some pretty crazy battles. He still has the Crooked Eye battle that never happened. That's still coming up. So, you know, there's just things that factor into it to where I don't know if he's necessarily going to go in there and take it not seriously, but I feel like he knows the level of seriousness to take it to, like based on who he's battling. And maybe that might like fuck him over in the end, but I don't know. I could see Disaster having, honestly, it could go 2-1 either way. Like Real Sick is fire, but so is like Disaster is just that person, you know, like you can't just put him out of the counting for it, you know, in my opinion.
He ain't out of the count. It's just, and Real Sick is just, I've been fucking with Real Sick since he was like in the tournament and all that, just coming to URL, and I just watched him get better and better. And from the last couple battles from him versus Homeschool on fucking iBattle.
That battle was crazy, bro.
What?
Yeah.
And then him versus New Jersey Twerk.
Yeah.
That was a different Sick. I just feel like he's gonna take this battle, and I don't know. It's not I'm not biased. I just if I had to bet money, I'm going with Real Sick in this battle, even though I know what Diz does, but I think Real Sick can outdo him in this battle on a Houston stage, on a Summer Madness, from this crowd, which I think all plays a different factor in it. It's not just rapping. You got to go out here, you got to perform on this stage in front of these people and do this, who look forward to a certain type of shit like this. And that plays a factor to me. You know what I'm saying?
That part for sure. And I think this being Disaster's first time on a URL stage, like, yeah, he's a seasoned vet, like completely. He's like, he is the culture in a lot of ways, you know? So you can't deny that, and you can't deny that he's not going to be able to understand that what he's walking into. But at the same time, he's never been in front of it like that. I don't think. I don't know.
He's been on URL before, but he's not. This is his first Summer Madness ever.
That stage has got to be different. No,
that stage is as different as they get.
Hey, and but the thing about it is, Sick has been in Houston before.
Yeah.
So he's primed. He's primed and ready in that way. I could see that then. So that's a stronger argument to say 2-1 Sick, and I can agree. But I don't know, man. Maybe the upset becomes then Disaster 2-1 or 3-0, bro.
You're right, though. If anybody can do it, it's Diz.
Yeah,
exactly.
The battle's on like 2.5 weeks notice as well. So remember that.
Which, yeah, that can play a factor. But I feel like Real Sick hadn't been doing nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you make a good point. It's not like he's had anything.
He ain't been focused on nothing else.
Yeah.
Disaster had a whole easy aftermath after his event and everything. Diz has been in a gym like this. I mean, Sick been in a gym, nigga, hitting weights, curling,
pushing bars, bro.
I interviewed him just this weekend. He is conditioned. He said, I'm not just ready to rap. I am in condition. I said, okay, it's different. It's different.
He's like a Marine in that way, bro. His mind is fucking trained to be something else, man.
He's different, and he's ready, and he knows what this opportunity is. And it wasn't even an interview that sold me, because before the interview, I already felt like he was on that type of time just because of what he's been on throughout this year. And he ain't been on a whole lot. But since last year into his first battles into this year, because he didn't do a whole lot at the beginning, he's still on that type of time elevating. And I feel like that outside battle with New Jersey Twerk went so crazy in that battle that you would think he would have 30'd somebody, but no. You can say Real Sick won if you really want to.
Shout out Twerk real quick, because that dude is like another person that we were having that conversation of best riders in the world, bro. And that guy is one of the best riders that exists today, right now. So
he's one of the most electric battle rappers I've ever seen.
Ever, bro. And his pen is different too. It's why him and Nitty, like, there's some rematches. Real quick on a side note, rematches I want to see: Nitty versus Twerk, and there was another one, but I want to see that rematch on a big stage though.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, I gotta get going. I gotta start preparing for something. I got another phone call I gotta make. It's been a pleasure, gentlemen. I will talk to you guys soon.
I appreciate you pulling up, Jack, and hope to talk to you again after one of your, you know what I'm saying, whenever you got time, you know, you're always welcome to pull up and chop it up over here, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, if that's the case, if this is a thing that I can just pull up to, I'm here for it, man, especially when I have time to just sit here and talk battles, because I could do this. This feels like a FaceTime call to me. This is fire. So, I do this.
Man, I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy right there. He plugged us. You already know, man. Just, you know what I mean? Tap in anytime, and you know what I mean? We on.
We on, man. Just
I'm
real
here.
quick.
I'm here every Wednesday most of the time around 7 p.m. It used to be 6, but my schedule changed, so now it's around 7.
That's actually a good thing to know. I'm actually writing that down now. I'm saying Bumpy Bars 7 every Wednesday because I'm here.
This is West Wednesdays. You are episode 34, my brother. I appreciate you.
Bumpy Bars Wednesday, 7 p.m. You're locked in, man. Follow me on Instagram at JAQ_.
Already did. Just follow me back. We on.
There we go. I'm finding you. I don't follow you. That's strange to me. All right, bet. I'm going to find you right. I had 22,000 followers, bro. People are just going in between it now at this point, so my bad on that. But yeah, I will be back again, man. I really like this venture that you got going on right here. This is fire.
Salute. Appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? You already know. Bad News Brown. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you too, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
Like,
Bad News.
Looking it up and making it possible. And you already know. October 22nd, we'll be tapping in.
Fair. Hell yeah, man. Let's tap in.
I'll see you on the roof, Jack.
He said I'll be there, bro. I'm there, man. No one's jumping that day. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you soon, News.
Take it easy, guys.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna jump into this and we're gonna shoot out the rest of this card. Summer Madness predictions. Y'all rocking with me. I appreciate all 4 of y'all. I'm from the 4 anyway. I got 104th Street on the back of my neck. We here. Salute to y'all. All right. Next battle. So far, I told y'all I got what? I got Real Sick 2-1 versus Diz. And I got Rum Nitty 2-1 versus Ace Amin. You got me? That's 2 battles in. That's the first 2 surprise battles that we talking about. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Now we're gonna jump into Suge versus Fonz. Suge versus Fonz. I think it's gonna be a crazy battle, man. But if I had to really go and put some money on this, I think in Houston, I think I gotta go with Shotgun Suge. I just think Shotgun Suge is really gonna take this and he's really gonna run with this. This Summer Madness. Shotgun Suge does crazy on Summer Madness. I'm going with Shotgun Suge, y'all. Don't get mad at me. Don't shoot. I know Fonz is fire. It's not a clear. It's just 2-1 Suge. I think Suge gonna do a little bit more and just take the crowd from him because Suge does that kind of shit in Houston. But we go. Just my opinion. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all still here rocking with me. You heard me? Hey, T-Top versus John John. All right. T-Top versus John John, y'all. Much as I rock with T-Top and all that, and I know what he do, I just feel like this is I don't know where T-Top really is at, and I don't know if the angle, I think John John gonna do a little bit more. I think John John, I don't know. I think John John gonna shake that motherfucker. I think John John gonna win, though. I think John John gonna out-rap T-Top. I think John John gonna out-rap T-Top. Now, T-Top might have the bigger moment, and that can usually take a battle most of the time, but I think he's gonna need that in order to win the battle. If not, I think John John out-raps him, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to y'all? I think John John out-raps T-Top, but T-Top needs that bigger moment because back and forth rapping, I think John John wins that battle. Not feeling Suge. I feel you, Mr. Fair Play. I feel you not feeling Suge, dog. You know what I'm saying? And he cannot, you know what I'm saying? After that Shuni battle, you like, yo, he got 30 off Shuni, but this is, he took a break. He ain't did nothing since then, and I think he gonna come back. And I feel like I can have Fonz too. I don't know. Damn, Mr. Fair Play, you changed my mind. But I'm going to shut the fuck up. Now I'm going to start talking again. I really would have went with Fonz, but I think in Houston, Suge taking a break, coming back, focusing on nothing but Fonz, I think Suge take it. You know what I'm saying? Just my opinion. But T-Top, I think T-Top needs a little bit more than just his rapping ability to beat John John. My opinion. I got John John 2-1. All right. Here we go. Now we into it. DNA versus Jerry West. DNA versus Jerry West. Here we go. Look. Jerry West has been in a crazy bag lately. Him versus Foots on the outside card was ridiculous. Jerry West has been tripping. Now he got DNA on Summer Madness, which is one of the guys I hardly pick against. I don't pick against DNA that often, though. He's in my top 5 of all time, not gonna lie. I don't pick against DNA that often. I don't. So right now, I gotta go DNA 2-1. But Jerry West gotta show me he gonna punch DNA head off. A DNA that's rapping to kill you. DNA been promoted a little bit. Y'all been having a little bit of promo. It ain't been over the light promo. Everybody talk about it like over that A-Verb and A-Ward type promo, or you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't been that. But I've been watching y'all. Y'all been talking y'all shit, and y'all was started early. I think DNA comes to try to really get this one. So I'm gonna go with DNA on this one. But Jerry West, you can easily prove me wrong and take the battle, and I gotta shut the fuck up. Because I know what you do, player. And I don't pick against you often. I don't pick against you often, but it's DNA on Summer Madness, and he got smacked the fuck up out of here. So that you just gotta show me you're gonna beat him. That's all it is. Sorry, Jerry, I rock with you. Because you Jerry and you represent WESS with your last name, nigga. You feel me? It's just a fact. You do. You know what I'm saying? So, but I got DNA 2-1, Jerry West. Don't get mad at me. I'm just tense. I rock with you. You know that. Bring you up here. Interview both of y'all before. Salute to y'all. Twerk versus Hollow. Twerk versus Hollow. Now look, y'all might not like my opinion on this, and Hollow is fire to me, and Twerk has been going crazy. But why do I feel like Twerk might win this battle kind of clear, dog? Is it me? Or do I feel like, now I know Hollow has this Houston connection, dog. I know he do, but I just feel like Twerk needs this more and is going to take this way more serious. I think he needs this way more. I think he needs this a little bit more than anybody on the card. You know why? Because the URL needs a #1 star. They don't have a #1 star right now. Geechee already made his run. You get what I'm saying? The Crucible guys ain't getting their love like they supposed to get it. Kid Slade got caught in that bullshit. They don't really got a #1 star. Surf gone. You get what I'm saying? Tay-Rock that made his run. I think Twerk needs this win, and he needs a clear win versus somebody like a Hollow. Not saying that's easy to get or it's going to happen. He needs it, though. I got New Jersey Twerk 2-1. Lightweight clear. Because he needs it. I got New Jersey Twerk lightweight 2-1 clear because he needs it. All right? You got me? All right. On to the main event. Let's end this. Tay-Rock versus Av. Tay-Rock versus Av. Look. I feel like Tay-Rock is going to rap and go crazy. But I think Av needs this more. Av has been advocating to get the names he wanted on the stage. He wanted, been doing a lot of that stuff. And now he has New Jersey Twerk. Now he has Tay-Rock on the biggest stage. You got Tay-Rock on the biggest stage. You have to show and prove while you're there, or they're not going to let you get that no more. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't. The promo and all that plays a factor nowadays into battle rap. It just is what it is. Av don't really bring all that to the table, but he brings a high level performance all the time, every time. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing you can't expect, that's all we want. But the URL don't see shit like that, and leagues won't see it like that because they want more promo. But especially when you one of those names like an Av, like you one of those guys. I think Av really needs to win this battle, and he needs to go crazy, and he needs to have the biggest moment in this battle. You need the biggest moment in this battle, Av. You need to be one they remember or talking about after this battle, Av. This is a fact. Now, it's Tay-Rock. Easier said than done. This guy right here is not one of the ones that you can just do that on, but I feel like Av needs it more, and you have to take advantage of this time and up your bag and make them have to pay you regardless of your promo or how you move, nigga, because you went crazy and you fucked Tay-Rock up on Summer Madness. Make them have to pay you, even though you don't want to do what they want you to do, because you that nigga. Just my opinion. So I'm going to go Av 2-1. I want Av to win this battle because he needs it more. Tay-Rock is set. He already going to Jamaica getting cakes and shit. You get what I'm saying? He already got his shit locked in. So I feel like Av needs to win this battle more because he ain't got his shit locked in. But you got this opportunity. Take advantage, Av. Take advantage. And I'm rocking with you to win this battle because I feel like you need it more. You should want it more. And I know you can win this. I know you can. It's Tay-Rock. Don't get me twisted. Like, I don't bet against him that often. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I think Av can do it. Shout out to Av. And even if it's just debatable, you did your job. Just make it highly debatable in your favor, motherfucker. Huh? Yeah. And that's my Summer Madness honest predictions. I could have went with Tay-Rock, but I didn't. I went with that. Shout out to y'all rocking with me, everybody rocking with their boy. This is Bumpy Bars, First Watch Finest, episode 34 of West Wednesdays. We had JAQ up here for about 2 hours. Mr. 10 million views across all social media platforms. Shout out to y'all, you heard me? And just know, over here we don't Jersey.